on Kings Row. Switched up the teams just a little bit for real. That first game did not count. It's all on competitive mode right now. We're going to be playing. We're going to get things ready. He's going to see what people do. See if they can definitely win these games. I'm going to check, just to double check to make sure it is on competitive mode. Just to make sure. Assault Escort, competitive mode enabled. All right. Just making sure so we don't have a repeat of that. Sorry, guys. I'll make things better. Hopefully, a lot of things will get better in the future. It's a little bit of a lot of things to multitask from. We'll have a lot of things in the future. Not right now. Thank you, Kong. We'll possibly getting some pro, or not even pro, but just a lot other voices, guest commentators, things like that. I'm going to be sticking it mostly myself, as I can work well with that. Kong will also be playing later tonight. He was definitely someone that was super excited for this. And I know he's going to be practicing a lot in Mystery Heroes, so he can play a lot of different heroes, which is a very amiable thing. So this map, Kings Row, has a very hard choke to break in front of. Is people oftentimes get stuck in front of it. They don't want to push in. They don't realize that you can kind of just hold W, kind of walk in and see what the team is going to do. We got Kier on Brigitte. We got Trey on Junkrat. Gray on Hog this time. Dio is on Reinhardt again. Translor is on Mercy this time. I hit it again. What the heck is happening, guys? I apologize. I don't know what that is. We're going back here. I gotta fix that. We're gonna be spectating Zune to start things off. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what hotkey that is. I gotta find that. We're gonna be spectating Zune for the moment.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
This is not your time.
All right, we should be all back. A couple picks from Gray, or one pick from Gray, but and then another team. Trey got res there very quickly. We're going to be seeing the game here. Phonius is trying to push up to the high ground right now. Dawn is on Lucio at the moment. Zune goes down, but so does Kibroni. Zune is trying to work into the back line, trying to help it out. The Phonius is going to be getting this high ground right now. He's going to be trying to land a nice scatter. Almost gets, but he does get Trey in the background off of a random bounce. Bailey is trying to push in on that Reinhardt again. Trey is going to get rezzed by Transalor, doing a good bit of work there to keep his team up. Trying to keep Gray up at the moment. Blue team is holding this point at the moment. They have most of their team there. Transalor is going to ult here. Ult comes in. High charge from Silent on the Zarya. They're trying to push in, take out their team. Phonius is getting a couple picks here. Phonius gets another pick, 2 picks. He's going to be ulting towards the spawn of the enemy. Going to be trying to push them back. Carabite gets a pick on Zune. Zune did kill Caduceus, or Garen, on that side. Trons is trying to fly around, trying to keep Dio up. Dio goes down. Caroline with decent tracking there. Dio is the last person. Caroline getting another final blow on that. He's going to be trying to push up, make sure nobody can get back to the point. Red team is pushing in quite well. They got the point pretty much off to the first one. When I was playing Go Mom, yeah, Don, part of the Mom squad with Laura, hanging out in the game. If anybody would like to join, we can still join certainly through the season, but you're not going to be able to join this week. Phonius is trying to deal with the Diva, climbing the wall. Gray gonna get scattered with a great scatter there. Phonius, however, gonna get the headshot there. Gonna get another one on Trey. Phonius unstoppable seemingly tonight. People are unable to deal with him. He's doing a lot of good work. I think the blue team just need to group up and focus a little bit. Phonius is making it pretty much an easy push around these first couple tunes. Zune is going to try to be fighting Phonius on Hanzo on his own. He's going to be trying to get back. He's very low, getting healed up by Translord. Karen is pushing him, however. Phonius, both these players have gold bows. Phonius is going to be ulting here, forcing Zune to have to get out of position, out of those sight lines. He sees where he is, but however, Phonius does have the high ground. You think it would be Hanzo v. Hanzo is the main thing today. Phonius is very low. Zune is also getting pushed by Garen, however, on Caduceus on the Pharah. Translor is going to get a nice pick on Bailey there. Caroline is trying to keep healed up, but she's also getting attacked by Kibroni, who's on Moira now, swapping off of Brigitte. Brigitte is a weird pick here. Could be very strong in certain situations, but maybe not quite yet, as people might not fully know the extent of what she can do. Phonius is going to get a couple picks. Blue team is looking a little rough. Caroline is going to be ulting here, keeping her team up. The beam is not loading on my screen for some reason, but I assure you it's there, as it just got a kill on Trey. They're going to be trying to give a Translord is going to go down to Bailey. Lotta's just swinging on the cart. Red team is probably going to be pushing into the second point. However, the last one can always be a little bit tough. Silent pushing forward, trying to keep his charge up at the moment. He does have his Graviton ready, as well as Barrage. He's going to be giving a little bit of a wave. Dio's trying to run back. Oh, not Dio, sorry. Dio is trying to run back to the point. Poro. Fake Dio. Confusing the names here. Let's play. Corrupted, you will be joining us in the Tier 1, a little bit of a higher scale group. That's around upper to mid gold to higher. It seems like the blue team is falling apart a little bit. People that aren't on tanks, Silent is trying to get up there. Garen is now joins Silent, who made it up there after the jump. Red team is going to be trying to push back. Blue team just needs to coordinate here. I believe they can do it. I absolutely believe they can. Games are a little bit rough sometimes. We play 3 games each night. The first one didn't count, unfortunately. Zune going to get a scatter on Phonius. And he also manages to take out Caduceus, who was pushing him pretty easily. Zune is going to be ulting here, but the Graviton goes out. He's going to get 2. Trey's going to finish off Silent. Blue might be able to flip this, get control of that cart back. And Bailey is going to have to be forced to be pushed back. Not much she could do there. Her team pretty much all went down. Translor is sicking up at the front, trying to just get some picks with the rest of the ult, as nobody is really left and needed to be healed. 3 ults for the red team. 1 ult currently. Gray is getting close on his ult at the moment. Gray is doing a good job of just creating space for his team, keeping that shield up, push around, play with Dio. Hopefully they can figure things out here. Trey is kind of sitting with his ult at the moment, trying to spam breakdown shields. It's probably a good job here. The Winston is in the back. Here comes the ult from Garen. Going to be going down. For Caduceus, he does get 2. Phonius does get 1. Silent is getting another pick. Trey's getting get 1 there. On the monkey, on Silent. Going to be ulting from Trey. He is still alive. He got a pick. However, the ult only gets Dawn. That might be able to do it. Phonius is sitting up in the high ground. Zune's trying to contest him. He's going to get some scatters going across both ends of the fields right now. He sees the support. He sees the tanks. He's trying to take them out. He knows they're low. They're vulnerable at the moment. Gray is trying to contest on point as best as he can. Zune does have his ult here. He's going to be using it right now. Dragon's going to be coming across the field. Caroline got 2. Caduceus takes him out. Bailey gets 1, but I don't think any ults are going to be going out as Caroline used her ult very quickly. Good reaction times for her. Going to be taking out most of the team with that and more importantly, keeping her team up. Trey's going to get pick on Garen. I don't think they're going to be able to get back in time. I think it's going to be 2:24 on the clock. And that's where the clock is going to sit. Red team able to push in very well. Blue is able to hold it for a little bit. A lot of picks from Phonius, a lot of picks from Zune. Phonius is basically Seagull. I would say Phonius in this case is Raksu and Zune is Seagull. Because Seagull is also a very good Hanzo, but I'd say Raksu is a little bit better in this aspect. Phonius is of course going to be jumping back on to that Hanzo. We're going to get a lot of different picks. Maybe blue team might shake it up here a little bit because Dio's left apple is going to be going on to Zarya at the moment. Dawn is going to be sticking on that Lucio role. I imagine as a team captain, as a good IGL player, she's making a lot of call-outs, which is helping her team out a lot. Caroline does make a decent bit of call-outs. I know Zune will make some call-outs as well, but hopefully everybody is listening to each other. Hopefully everybody playing in the game is having an awesome time today. Let's make this a close match. Let's make every match a close match. That always isn't going to happen, but let's have fun time here. We're going to battle the Hanzos here today, or we're going to see if anybody can really kind of make some changes against these Hanzos. What can you do? Gray is going to actually be going on to Sombra, which he doesn't play very often, but could make an interesting pick against the Hanzos, against the shields. You're not going to be able to be too sure, but Zune is going to be pushing onto Hog this time, in which he does play very well. He can play DPS. His Hog is usually fairly on point, or at least fairly consistent. Dawn is actually on Reaper this time, switching out the DPS roles a little bit. Garen, instead of playing Pharah, is going to be playing Diva instead. Silent is now on Genji. That's Genji. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do multiple things at once. I'm getting a little distracted because that's Genji. Everybody knows for a fact that Zenyatta is secretly Genji in disguise. You would never know if I hadn't told you, but we're going to see Bailey is here contesting the point, contesting the choke, not going to be letting anybody through. Blue team doesn't really have that many sniper players, so they're not going to really have to worry about that in choke. Gray is going to be going behind, hacking this health pack at first. Kirbroni is amping the heals up, going to be pushing the choke a little bit. He's going to take a lot of damage, barely get out of there alive. And unfortunately, Caroline, it was smart enough to push up, grab that pick for her. Gray is sitting there behind Phonius. We're going to be checking where he is at the moment. He's going to be sitting in the back, not at the high ground at the moment. He looks possibly going to be going into theater, possibly get a pick of someone pushing up the stairs. He has it just marked. He knows where people are. He's going to be sitting back and not pushing in yet. Red team is sitting with each other pretty well. Good tank presence. Good heals. Caroline is getting low. Zuna just misses a hook there. Very lucky, but Translor is going to go down, so no res. Phonius is going to be stopping that push there. Very possibly. Translor is dead on the ground at the moment. Poro has a lot of charge. What the heck, guys? I don't know what it is doing. I apologize. I cannot find out the hotkey. I know you guys don't even want to see that. I'm just going to completely get rid of that screen for right now. There we go, guys. Sorry. Reviews their comms, yeah. There's not a really ability to do that for us at the moment. Going to be doing some different things like that. DOJO, switch to here, please. There we go. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody. I could have sworn I got rid of it. I think part of that is OBS being dumb, and part of it is me being dumb. But however, Zune is going to be pushing in, going to get one pick there. Going to be pushing in, but Dawn, however, is going to counter the hog there. Great pick from her at the start, possibly guessing the fact that Trey is going to get 3 picks off of that on the confusion. He's going to be trying to finish off Silent, who's totally still playing Genji. Phonius is sitting on the high ground, very low. He's going to back away at this point to avoid getting picked. He does get 1 pick on Poro, but however, that's going to get rezzed. What time will Tier 1 be playing? They'll be playing around 8:30 EST. Should be around 8:30 EST. Might be a little bit later start time because of my technical difficulties today. Phonius is going to get a couple picks, but they're going to get the point, unfortunately, for the red team that almost pushed back in. Phonius is pretty much taking out the entire enemy team at this point. He's getting, like, I think 4 picks right now. Might be 5. He's still holding this point. They're pushing through. But Phonius is taking out another one. People are just seemingly ignoring him. Gray's going to try to go up there. Possibly just to harass him for a little bit. He's going to get another pick. You guys have to go after him. You can't let him sit up there. Phonius is a good Hanzo. He's getting very amped up here. Getting a lot of picks right now. Because he's uncontested. Same thing with the Pharah. A lot of times players will not be able to deal with it just for the fact that they're not being dealt with. Phonius at this moment is not being dealt with. Zune is trying to hook him, but they don't have a lot of heroes that can really go up there after him. He's going to be ulting into the point there. Gray is going to be ulting. Trey, I think, accidentally killed himself. Phonius is going to get 2. Gray and Translor are going to go down. Caduceus will finish off Zune, and that's going to be the end of this push right now. They're holding the choke, but I think the blue team is going to have to make some switches here. They're going to have to make some changes to really be able to dive that Hanzo, really be able to push up, hook him, or get some of the long-range damage of their own. Only 3 minutes and 12 seconds left on this push for the blue team. Bailey is holding this choke with Garen at the moment. Garen is pushing up, has a lot of health. Noya's healers behind him, blocking some of that damage. Silent is going to be switching onto Mercy here. Is actually going to be trying to keep his team up as well. Phonius is sitting up there. Bailey with a good strike. Fire strike on Cabroni, but how is it going to get rezzed by Translor? Doing a good job of keeping his team up. He also ulted there. Dio has ult here. They could possibly use something. Use it, get some charge up there. Kira is the one that ulted there. I'm always thinking Lucian. I think Gray a lot of the time still. Going to be ulting Hammer down from Bailey. Going to be charging in, getting a kill on Cabroni. Phonius gets a pick on Trey in that confusion. Tanks are going to be pushing up. Bailey's going to be pushing up with Garen. A lot of these players play very well with each other. Getting a lot of ults back already. Blue team is having a hard time getting through here right now. I think mostly because the high ground is being left uncontested. Zune is going to be swapping onto the D.Va, actually. He sees the problem here. He's going to try to be fixing it as best he can. However, he is out of suit at the moment because of all the ults and the commotion. Where are the memes? What do you mean, where are the memes? Nobody's really memeing today. They're trying to win. They're trying to win. Gonna be a pulse bomb. Go in. Gray is actually on Tracer, trying to do some work here. Gonna be dodging that dragon. No kills for Phonius on that one. However, he is almost already back on it. Dawn is sitting there with Reaper ult. She might be pushing in to use it. Gonna get booped away by Kier. Possibly saving a bunch of lives there at the moment, but he's gonna jump in anyway. Gonna get booped towards Trons. Gonna get 3, both supports and a DPS. That is the fight over for the blue team. They just need to regroup. Let their losses be losses. Regroup and try to come back. Might be able to get a pick, a couple of tanks, but they're probably going to be going down as the red team is going to be pushing up to help. Phonius is going to be getting back up to the high ground. Caduceus and Karabai both have ult. Great shot from Phonius. Another one. He's gotten 3 picks on the scoreboard. 4 on Trons. Phonius is untouchable. Seemingly untouchable at the moment. Blue team's comms seem a little non-existent at the moment. I think they're probably getting a little tilted. That can happen a lot of the time. Not every game will be close. Sometimes you got to just try to regroup, try to figure out what you need to do, and really try to stay positive as best you can. Send the diva up there. Fly right at him. That's what the best option would be there. Phonius is going to be ulting here. Bailey's going to be pushing up, getting a pick on Gray. Blue team unsure what to do, and I think that's going to be end of the first game right now. It's going to be a 3-1, unless blue team can turn it around, which they might be able to do. Translator did get the res off. Caroline's going to be coming in with her ult at the moment, trying to keep her team up. Phonius did get the finishing blow on Zune. Good ult from Silent there to keep his team up. Caroline doing some good amount of heals here. Gray is down. A lot of people are down. Poro is trying to push up, play around his team, but Bailey's going to see the charge opportunity. And here, they're going to be blocking the charge, but however, the shield is gone now. Translator did, in fact, get hit by that in the future. Phonius is going to get another pick. It is overtime now. Sitting in overtime. Zune gets a pick on Silent, so the Mercy is down. Dio's going to go down. Zune's going to get another pick on Bailey. Dawn is ulting. Phonius gets a pick on Gray. Bailey, unfortunately, goes down to Zune, but nobody else. Caroline's going to get some. Translator's going to get pushed away. Trying to desperation let Reg just get on the point. The ticking down. Trey's running the point as best as he can. And Caduceus takes it out, resets it, but now it's going to be gone there. And that's going to be the first game over and done with. Thank you so much for watching the first game. We'll be back in just a moment with the second one. Dunlin with the play of the game here. She's going to see the great opportunity to push in on the enemy. After the boop, sees a lot of shield. The Reinhardt is pushed up a little bit. Going to get booped with the hammer, but it's unfortunately not enough. Kier trying to get away, and she safely gets back out of sight and get another pick on Gray, unfortunately, as he was trying to push in. We'll see what the cards are going to go to. Phonius is going to get 1 vote. Translator's going to get a couple. Caroline's going to get 4. 4 on that side. We'll see how things are going. We might get some interviews here. Stay tuned. We'll have the second match starting very soon. All right, everybody. We're going to be talking to Caroline to start. As a good person that has been in a lot of the games. We're going to see how things are going for her. And we'll have to see right now how she felt about that game. I think she might be not there at the moment. We're just actually gonna jump right into our next game to save it for a little bit of lost time. We're gonna be trying to swapping up the teams a little bit right now. We're gonna do that instead. All right. Hopefully we can have another good match here. I think that will be pretty fair. We're gonna make a swap here. Gonna be doing this. I think that will be a pretty even match. Should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be starting up. We're gonna be playing a different type of map here. We're gonna be playing Control Point, and we're gonna be playing Ilios. Should see some interesting play. A little bit of a different thing right now, so we should be able to start soon. All right, everybody, we're gonna go right into our next game here. Here we go. I just want to join DOJO for future reference, of course. For joining DOJO, all you got to do is be part of the Discord, which is linked below. After you join that, just go to the announcements channel, find the pinned messages, fill out the form, and send me the information on the form, the whole form. Rename it, and all you got to do is be between 1500 and 3200 SR, and you can definitely find a spot that you can definitely join in for. It's a first come, first serve. Not everybody will be able to play every week. However, if you are here and can't play, there's definitely ways you can still get points for your team. And you're going to be deciding between the team Lucio or team Hanzo. Just kidding. That was last season for anybody that knows that. There's definitely some people like Zune Grey Wolf joined it towards the end. Silent actually, OW was part of it. Caroline was there spectating for a lot of it. But her SR in Season 2 was not high enough, and she was sitting around bronze. But however, she has made tons of improvements here. She's gotten all the way from about a 1200 level player all the way to 17, almost 1800. She's made a lot of improvements in the game. Right now we have Grey, Kier, Caduceus, Poro, Bailey, Zune on the blue team. Trey, Dawn, Silent, Phonius, Translor, and Caroline on the red team at the moment. Caroline is going to be trying to stay on Moira for probably almost every match. Translor is going to be swapping on the Hog at the moment. Phonius is going to be taking Pharah this time. Going to letting Silent play Widow here. Dawn is going to be on the Lucio. Phonius is actually going to switch to Tracer instead. Trey is going to be playing the off tank, or the main tank here, more or less, on Winston. Trey's playing this time going to be throwing up his healing orb onto Caduceus, as they don't have a Mercy. Bailey's going to get the first pick on Trey as he tries to push in. He's going to take the point. Gray's kind of spamming into the choke there. Right now, Dio looking for a pull, or Poru. It's going to confuse me every week, guys. Phonius is trying to push around in the back lines on the right side. He's going to be staying safe, not taking too much damage. Going to try to get his pulse bomb, do some damage to the tanks. Silent is going to get a pick on Garen, though. He's a pretty good sniper. He's a little bit easy on underestimate sometimes, as he can be a little bit hit or miss. Phonius is playing safe still. Gray's going to get a pick on Dawn. Red team and blue team both have some really low players. Silent is very low. Zune is also low. Blue has lost a bunch of players here. Red might be able to keep this or take it back. Here is sitting on the point, trying to help out with Phonius, trying not to let him get his tank down. Blue might have to push off the point here. However, they have a lot of people coming back at the moment. Bailey's going to almost get a hook there. He's going to be pulled in. He doesn't go into the hole. Bailey does get taken out by Dawn, however, with a good focus fire. Probably good coordination there. Kira's trying to get over the top, look for some boops. Unable to quite wall ride over everything. Garen is high in the sky. Trey is sitting on that high ground. Is going to be shot off of it at the moment. Trons is going to be using his ult here. And you try to get some team out. He's going to take out Poro. Going to try to take out Gray. Gray's going to, however, get the Discord on him and take him down. Gray's doing a fantastic work here. He's going to be using his ult to keep the point, keeping his Hog up. Great job there from Gray. Caduceus was able to push in, do a lot of aggressive pushing in here. Dawn's going to get a pick on Bailey. Bailey's going to, however, going to get Carabite. And there's another one from Garen going to take out Dawn. Phonius is trying to contest the point there. However, he's going to get another boop from Kier. Lucio's are on fire this game, seemingly. Silent is going to be switching on the Soldier, getting a pick on Gray there. Trons is trying to contest this point, but Red Team, you have lost this fight. You need to regroup. Do not go in until you have everybody. Play from the back, see if you can get some picks. Maybe I'll round that Hog. Play real safe. You don't need to do anything yet. Don't be too rash. Blue Team has the point here. They're at 70%. Group up. You only have a couple more pushes. A little bit too far of a hook. Bailey is unfortunately going to get that. Caroline is going to be trying to push in here, but she's going to go down. 2 pulls from Poru. We're going to pull him right into the hole right now. Garen is going to be ulting as well, trying to get some picks there. Dawn is trying to exist on the point, stalling it as best as she can. Trey's going to kill Poro. Kira's going to take out Dawn. Silent's going to take out Garen. Red Team did get some picks here. It's not necessarily over. Caroline is going to be pushing back to the point in just a second. Behind her is Trons. Phonius is also flying in the sky, not too far away on the Pharah this time. However, Dio does have his ult here, or Poro. I'm never going to get that right. Going to be pushing back to point. Has Bongo ready. It's 99%. Red Team is still contesting. Caroline is going to be hooked into the pit by Bailey. Bailey is got a lot of hooks so far. Poro is trying to stay alive. Has his team up. Bailey's looking for another hook. Dawn is flitting around that hole right now. Going to be taken out by Garen. Who's able to push in and get a lot of that splash damage on some of the targets that are harder to hit. Only a couple people left. Trey is going to go down, and that's going to be the first round secured. Blue Team able to keep that point very well here. That's a freaking bay. Dio and Poro are I think in a relationship, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Poro got a big pull there that probably secured that fight in the future, and for that as well. I have not, however, swapped over to the weird face cam. I apologize for that. Nobody wants to see my face when they're focusing on the gameplay right now. Let's see if Blue Team or Red Team will make some switch. Here is actually on Moira instead. Zune is going to be swapping to Soldier here. Terabyte staying on the Mercy. Red Team hasn't really had to make any switches right now. Phonius might be able to do a lot of work here because this is a very strong Widow-sided map. He's going to be getting up to that high ground. No snipers really contest him. He might be able to take Garen out of the sky pretty easily here. He's raining some fire that he did was super effective on Hanzo. Last game, Bailey is going to be pulled in, and she's no longer on Hog. Tronzlord getting some damage. Gonna have Phonius still sitting in the back lines, trying to get some shots in here. Sometimes it's hard to see. I don't think he's noticed the Pharah pushing up on his left. He's playing that low ground. Garen is playing very smart. He's probably gonna wait because he knows his team is losing the point. He's gonna maybe try to take out the Pharah.
Sniper detected.
That's one shot. Very low. 2 shots. It's a great pick there. Very smart. Play around behind. However, he didn't have the damage in there. Garen was the only person that really got a good pick there. He's going to be pushing back to the point. He hit a shot on Caroline. However, she's going to be fading out of there, getting away. Trying to push back to his team. Trying to take out Silent, who's on Reaper. He's going to be pushing back. Red team does have the point this time. Probably from that present of Phonius. He's just doing a little bit of chip damage each time. Unfortunately, didn't deal with the Pharah, but he does see it this time. He knows, very aware of the Pharah at this point. Kier almost has his ult. They could possibly push in with that, get some picks, but they're going to have to deal with that Widow. That's going to be the hard point there. Unable to deal with the sniper is going to cause a problem. Gray is actually on Brigitte here. He's a little bit rusty, but he did a lot of work with Brigitte. Probably knows the hero a little bit better than some of the other players here in this grouping. Poro is deciding to push in here, getting with the team, put the shield back up. Caroline is going to be ulting here as well, trying to keep their Hog up, trying to keep the Winston up, trying to get rid of some of the people through the shields. Blue team is, however, the ones getting picks here. A lot of damage coming out, coordinated damage. Gray's going to finish off Tronzlord. Tronzlord only was able to get the bongo with his ult. Unfortunately, Garen is actually sitting close to his ult yet again. Blue team is able to take it back. A good flip from them. Red team needs to regroup, get some ults here, get some good picks. Trey is sitting close to his ult at the moment, but nobody to really push in yet. They're just going to have to regroup. Most of the team is just about pushed back in. Dawn is on the Lucio. Silent is trying to get close to his ult. Very close. Could be very effective here if they can get around the shields. Trey is going to be jumping straight into the monkey. Going to be trying to take out some of the supports. But however, Gray is making it very hard for the monkeys to be able to push in here. Trey is going to be using his ult here. Trying to get some damage. Trying to push the blue team off the point. Allow his team to push in. But however, Phonius gets taken out by Caduceus. Caduceus. Garen is going to be ulting here. Getting 2 picks. Zune is also going to be ulting here. Going to be getting 2 as well, and that will be the fight 1 for the blue team. 2 ults down. Cabroni and Bailey are pretty much at their ult right now. Silent does have his. Caroline is not that far away from hers, however. Zune able to push up with the help from Poro. Poro. I want to say Dio every time because that's what I'm reading up there. Phonius is also going to be switching back on the Tracer instead here. Red team have to win this point at the moment. It's first to 2. Gonna be trying to ult in here, and he gets 3. Great ult from Silent. It was very effective for his team at the moment. He's gonna get a 4th on Poro. He's just gonna be taking the point back. That's a great play right there from Silent OW. He's gonna finish off Garen, who was already very low off the hook. Good job for himself there. Great job, Silent. Keep up the good work. Great use of the ult. That was really the only reason your team got the point back there. Now let's see if your team can hold it with the ult that they have. Caroline sitting at her ult. Tronzlord pretty much has his. Dawn is actually not that far away from hers. She's sitting on the very loud, jazzy Lucio skin. Gonna see the monkey jumping in, trying to keep on heals. Kier is gonna be ulting in here, pushing in on Kier. Or on Tronzlord. We're gonna go behind Tronzlord. Easy hook for him. Nobody saw it coming. Great flanking maneuver. Silent is gonna be getting a point there. Phonius has his bomb ready, trying to take out, uses hit scan, the lack of it on his team to try to just pepper the Pharah, get her low. She is sitting at half of the moment, trying to take out some of the supports there. However, the tanks are able to focus them now as not many people are left on blue team. I think this one is going to go to red. We're unsure at the moment, but it looks to be in red's favor. Team pushing up, and that's going to tie it. 1-1, only got 66%. 66% here. Is Goose playing? Unfortunately, Goose was not able to make it. I think he had to step in for dinner right now, and we have a full grouping at the moment. We're going to be devising a better system for anybody that was able to get in because we have some very full lobbies on both sides. Right now, it's just first come, first serve. What we might do is allow people to take a little bit of a bet of the team that they think is going to win, and they will get points for that team or a percentage of points if they're not playing. We'll have to see.
Do not deviate from the plan.
Time to buy my golden guns for Dojo. Hopefully we're having a lot of fun here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time, trying to improve, trying to play some games, trying to get some points. We will be having grand prize for the first place player in each one, as well as some smaller prizes for people in second and third place as well. Caroline is pushing up with Phonius off a good win. You can really see at the beginning of the games how quickly ults really tend to charge. Silent is going to be playing Symmetra. hopefully maybe trying to make Kong Man proud. I don't think he even knows that Kong plays it, but he knows for the fact that it's really good to put some turrets on the ceiling. Kibroni did get a pick on Trey right away. He's trying to get them down. Red team is at a disadvantage. Don goes down. Great work from Gray and Kibroni to focus them down, trying to get rid of these turrets. Caduceus is also on the Symmetra right now, probably trying to make Dawn a little bit angry because she also will play Symmetra, but this Symmetra on this point, something you don't always see on both sides. The blue team Symmetra was able to pull it out because they got a first couple picks, which gave them advantage. Now they're going to have to deal with Garen being set up on the point. They're going to have to really work around that. Might want a Winston here, which Trey does go to. Waiting with Dawn, ready to push in. Blue team has turrets set up all over that point. Caduceus almost has his ult. Trey is going to be jumping up and going around behind. Going to have to be worried about those boops here. Kier looking for it, always sitting on the side. And then Caduceus is going to take out Dawn, who was unable to push in. Going to be pushing up. Caroline is going to have to use her fade, get away from there. But Caduceus unable to be stopped seemingly at the moment. Able to just push up with the help of Kier. Playing very well together. Gray almost has his ult as well. Really good radial healing from both teams. Unable to really push in here. They weren't able to get the picks they need to. Silent is going to be jumping on the junk right here. Phonies is unfair. Able to spam in some explosive damage. Probably two really good picks here. Silent almost already has his ult here. That's a really good thing. He's trying to spam in, trying to get rid of some turrets. Tronzor is going to get a pick on Garen. That could be just what they needed here, as Garen never put down his ult. Trey, Silent OW is going to be ulting here. Going to be dropping in. He's going to get another 3. Going to get another 3. Another big ult from him. Phony is pushing in, trying to help get the turrets gone, help get the tanks bursted down. Silent, a huge play there. Just got about 5 people on his own by himself. Only person left is Zune, and unfortunately, he cannot really do much against most of the red team still being alive. Great push from Silent over there. Phonius with the cleanup, helping him out, finishing off some of those targets. Great plays there from Junkrat. Looking for the teleporter. They know it's sitting around here somewhere. Caduceus is going to get taken out by Silent. A great counter to Symmetra, actually. Phonius is sitting above them, looking for possibly a boop. He doesn't want to get hooked, doesn't want to get pulled. He almost gets a boop there, but unfortunately doesn't quite. Dawn gets killed by Kibroni, and Poro going to pull off Trons off the map here. Caroline sitting on point, trying to keep her team up, trying to keep her heal gauge up. Here trying to get back to point. They have the teleporter up now. They might be able to make a quick push, get back to point. Silent's going to get taken out by Garen this time. Gets back to the point. Trey is trying to do his best to do some damage, but the blue team able to do a good job of pushing back the point. Blue team are close to a couple ults. They already have 2 support ults. They might be able to push in here with those ults. Possibly just drop the Lucio ult, push in really aggressive, get rid of the Symmetras on the point. Have to deal with Garen. Silent's going to have to, is almost at his ult again. Phonius is sitting only at 22% at the moment, trying to do some damage, trying to stay safe as he knows he's not near his team. That's one thing about Phonius. You'll see him play very safe if he knows he doesn't have his team around him. He won't go in. He won't play the same way. He'll play safe. Silent does get a pick, but Bailey also gets a pick on Caroline. You're dropping healer. Blue team is getting a couple picks here. Red team is going to have a very hard time getting the point. Phonius only sitting at 9 health. On the point, Kier sitting there. Caduceus is going to take out Silent, and that might be game. Phonius trying to push in, but Garen going to take out another person here, and that's going to be game. Very close game on that last point. They had opportunities to flip it. Very close fights. Dawn is very upset at Garen for playing that Symmetra. You could tell. We're going to see who gets play the game here. And it's going to be Silent with the triple ult on the Genji. And then the 2 finish up. Watch this, everybody. He gets to the high ground and from very safe position, jumping in through that. Unable to do him a lot. He's going to get 2 DPS, 2 supports and 1 DPS here. Going to drop down. Phonies is helping him here. Going to be focusing down those tanks. He's going to get a Riptire or a Mind Kill there, along with the 3 Riptires. And he goes on to finish off most of the rest of the team. So blue team is going to get all the cards there. Gonna get a couple of votes for Garen on that last point, and Kibroni got the couple other as well as Gray. So good game. We're moving on to our final game here, and we're gonna see how it goes. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be here in just a moment. All right, everybody, we're going to be switching up the teams one last time. Try to get everybody to have a chance to play with everybody. That's not going to happen, unfortunately, in this grouping. But sometimes you will get to play with everybody. Sometimes you won't. Have to see. Trying to mix them up as randomly as possible. Trying to keep everybody to play with everybody to some extent. We'll have to see. I think these are going to be the teams. The final game will be on Temple of Anubis. Thank you for tuning in so far. We're going to be having a couple giveaways after this, so stay tuned for that. And then we'll be having our top tier grouping, which is more around up mid to gold to upper plat. Also, anybody that is subbed to the channel will have a chance to win 24 loot boxes, as well as a art commission. Anybody that is here in the stream will have a chance to win 24 loot boxes as well. That's a different giveaway. We'll have 2 different giveaways, and also we'll have some different art things if we reach some follows. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be tuning into our last game. Before we do that, now we're going to jump in because we want to make sure we catch up to some time right now. We're going to be waiting. Actually, we'll do it right now. We have some time. We made up some lost time here for sure. I'm going to be making a little bit of a spectator interview channel, and we're going to be interviewing 2 of the players on each team. If there's anybody you'd like to have us interview, go ahead and look at the teams right now. Who would you like to see? Who would you like to talk to? Phonius, however, does not have a mic, and neither does Garen or Caduceus. So don't ask those people right now. We're going to be seeing how things are going to be going. So go ahead and let me know. I'll be looking at the chat in just a second. I'm going to be jumping into this channel, and then I'm going to be pulling some people over. Let's see what the chat has said. I'm going to be interviewing Gray, Poro out of Bias, Zune and Lynn. Okay, just do Dawn and Lynn. Dawn and Lynn. Ha. Zune and Dawn. All right. We'll see. I see a bunch for Zune. I see a bunch for Dawn. So we're going to do those 2, and then we'll probably do Gray and Poro. All right, voting will be done for that. Let's get them in here, and let's see what they think. We're going to pull in Zune first. All right, Zune.
Oh, hey.
You're here for a little bit of an interview. How do you feel like the past games have been going so far?
First game, amazing communication. Too bad it didn't count because of technical difficulties.
No, that was a warm-up game.
Warm-up game.
It was a warm-up game. Totally a warm-up game.
Sure. Yeah, I'm upset with you.
Right. So sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully you're having a fun time today. What do you think has been the biggest adversary that you've played against so far today?
Definitely Phonius.
Phonius. He has been popping off a little bit.
Annoying.
He's the reason, you know what I want to think personally is that he has very good positioning. He doesn't like to go in without his team, and he plays really well on high ground. He was uncontested for a while on the King's Row map, and that was you were able to take him out a couple times. Yeah,
but he was being babysitted by that.
Yeah, his team was playing smart around him as well. So, who do you think who would you like to play with the most? Who do you feel you have the best chemistry and coordination with in this game?
In this game that we're currently going into?
Yeah, on your team right now, who do you think you have the best coordination with?
I would say either Trons or Caroline.
Trons or Caroline. And have you felt that anything on the teams that you've played or has been lacking wise? Have you felt like we need something? What do you think it might be? And have you even seen anything at all?
Well, the first real game, the game after the warm-up,
the King's Row.
Yeah, there wasn't really much communication on our team. I tried to say, keep talking, guys, say what you see, and just people would forget, they would go silent, and I ended up having to try and tell people, go this, go that, go this, go that, and just it wasn't working out for us. I'm not a huge...
Unfortunately, not every game can be super even. You can't always have everything work out the way you want it to. But the biggest thing, just, do your best. Do your best. And right now, I think everybody is really trying their best, which is great to see. Thank you, Zune. We're gonna get someone else in here. Good luck in your final match.
Thank you.
All right. Now we're gonna be pulling Dawn over for her interview. If there's any questions, everybody, feel free to let me know. and we'll get some answers, questions. I can ask them. I'll be reading the chat while we're talking. Hi, Don.
Oh.
You're here for an interview. How do you feel? Have you been having fun? How the games have been going for you?
I was a little triggered because Garen used my strat against me with Stim.
Yeah.
So
that's one of the things I was thinking about. Is I'm pretty sure at this point, Dawn is very upset at Garen. All right.
I was offended. I can't do my strat.
So now let's remove the bias a little bit. But do you think he played it well? Do you think he played it well? Do you think any other factors really helped him to pull off that strat?
Everyone else was like very like well-rounded against him or around him, kind of supporting him, so we couldn't get him. Whenever we had our monkey, he would charge in to try and get her, and he died. He was
pretty much being babysat that whole round by Kibroni. So anytime anybody pushed around or tried to flank him, they were probably being booped off the map.
Oh, pretty much. If they weren't being booped off, they were getting hooked in and shot in the face right away.
Yep.
We could not get to him. We kept trying. He was like our main focus because we couldn't get close.
Right.
And so anytime we charge in to get him, we just died.
How do you feel? I know in the past, and one of the reasons you are actually the Team Genji captain was because of the fact that you do a lot of IGL in-game leading. Have you been making most of the calls tonight?
Actually, yeah. The last game in Kings Row, I did all the calls pretty much, and then this one we were trying to call things out, we just couldn't get in. Yeah,
it was a little bit rough, a little bit hectic. Everybody's playing with everybody. That's why the first couple of weeks is really hard to coordinate sometimes when you don't know everybody. But speaking of knowing people, who do you feel that you have the most coordination and teamwork with on your team currently?
On my team currently?
So Trey, Poro, Silent, Kier, or Gray. Who do you think?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni, Kibroni.
Yeah.
Why would you say that is?
We've played a lot outside of like competitive. We played a lot of competitive together recently. Him, Trons, Bailey, and Garen, and all of us. We've all played comp outside of like other things.
Awesome, that's great to hear.
And then we played quick play, so that's definitely one of him on my team.
So I was just interviewing Zune, and he was there for season 2, and I think the end of season 1 actually. Actually, he was there for a lot of season 1, so he's definitely an OG in Dojo. But as a first-time player, what do you think of Dojo? How do you feel it differs from normal comp, and how do you feel like what makes it enjoyable for you?
I think that how it differentiates is because like with comp, you've got like that pressure of like I gotta win because it's messing with my SR. Whereas this one's like, yeah, we want to win the points, but we're also having fun because we don't have to worry about like our actual SR dropping with it, and we can just kind of have fun with it. But we of course want to win for our team, so we're trying hard, but we're having fun with it. So it makes it a lot better to not have to stress about dropping ranks or dealing with randoms that are toxic in the game.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of things that are different from comp, though, how do you feel having Brigitte in the mix in this? How do you feel that changes the game?
I want to say like she's countered us a few times, but like if you have like someone to get past her shield, for the most part, she just dies because anytime we've had her against us, we've just pretty much killed her. So she hasn't had much of a difference. She's easy to counter, but if you leave her unnoticed, she kills everybody.
For a lot of the players in this game, a lot of people like Garen, Phonius, Trey, yourself a little bit, have play heroes that can very well counter Brigitte. The only person that seemed to give you, like teams in general, a lot of trouble was Gray on Brigitte. What do you think, like how he has put a lot of time, what do you think that he might be doing or looking for when he's playing Brigitte? What do you think?
I think he's looking for like solo people or people push too far forward because anytime like I would go forward, I'd instantly get like slammed by him. I'd just have to like fall back. Okay. Like we could not push forward if he was on there because he kept like stunning us and trying to take us out and keeping us separated for the most part.
Yeah, keeping us separated is a real strong suit for Brigitte. All right, well, thank
you. We tried to stay together for that.
Well, thank you very much, Dawn. Good job today. Good luck with your final match for the night. We'll talk to someone else. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna be pulling Poro in there. We're gonna see what he thinks. All right, Poro, you're here for a game interview. Have you been tonight? Have you been having fun?
Yeah.
All right. So as a first-time member of Dojo, what do you think? What do you think of it? How do you feel? What do you think? What has your experience been so far?
That's real fun.
You could probably remove my powers. They keep moving people. I'm getting in trouble.
Right, we're having an interview right now. Get out of here.
It's fine. It's real fun. Like I'm communicating better than I ever had with like other people in comp before.
Awesome. So would you say that Dojo is a little bit more of a learning experience that allows you to really step like a little bit out of your comfort zone and also learn some things?
Yeah.
Playing with some players.
Yeah. Definitely.
All
Like
right.
I'm actually like talking a little bit more than I normally would, because like in comp I'd normally just be in the voice chat, but I wouldn't really talk. I'd really more just type.
You type or you just react to what callouts were saying, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Now I'm starting to make callouts as well.
Awesome. Good to hear. Glad. I think you can definitely, like, no matter who you are, whether you're high rank, low rank, top of the barrel, bottom of the barrel, you can definitely all improve. But who would you say has been your worst adversary tonight?
Probably Phonius.
Phonius. That was also Zoom.
He's a strong one.
He's strong. He had a lot of time to just sit there up on a Hanzo and just kind of pepper you guys. He has some good aim. All right.
Yeah, he does.
All right. Is there anything anyone in the chats at all that you'd like to shout out?
Shout out to Dio.
I just did that on purpose. But Dio's been cheering you all along, and it's great to see. Congratulations. I feel great for you too, of course. But thank you so much. We're going to get in one more person interview, and then we're going to play our final game on Temple of Anubis. What do you think of Temple of Anubis personally?
It's one of the harder ones for me, at least, especially on attack.
Mm-hmm. It'd
My
definitely
two,
be hard
like,
to push
hard
through.
ones, what I'd have to say are that one and Lunar Colony.
Yeah. UCP can be a real
Especially
pain a
on
lot
that
of the time.
second point.
All right. Well, best of luck on breaking that choke. Good job on tanking today, and good luck in your game.
Yeah.
All right, one more interview, final interview right now. It's gonna be Gray. All right, Gray, you're actually over here now. Thanks for interrupting his interview, you dick.
Oh, I had to. I was getting in trouble because I was moving people around. I was fucking with people.
All right, well, Gray, as a person that did get to join Season 2 and Season 3 now, what do you think are some differences, do you feel, between the Season 2 and Season 3?
Am I allowed to say meme answers?
You can say meme answers. You can say whatever you want. This is your interview.
Brigitte's out.
Brigitte is out. Yeah, that's
So
a big
huge
one.
difference between Season 3 and Season 2.
And you were one of the people that seemingly was probably the most effective on Brigitte. You have put in a lot of time learning a lot of her kit. How do you feel now that you got to play her more in a competitive sense? How do you feel she fits into a lot of different team comps? What do you try to look for? What do you try to do when playing her?
Personally, I like a comp that's going to be kind of static, like Orisa. Orisa hogs like anything that's just going to stick, like standing around in a, like central point, because then my
Very
healing is an
stationary.
AoE.
Like you used it really effectively, allowing Garen to get extra heals on the Ilios map, along with you and Kibroni on Lucio, which most people would think isn't a high amount of healing. But back when we were doing Team Dojo training, you and I actually did test this to see how it would work, and it seemed to be pretty effective as long as your team could control the area well. As soon as one of them got taken out, it was usually a hard time. But do you think it might actually be really strong in the future to use it with a Symmetra?
Not honestly, the Symmetra thing worked just because we knew what they were going to run.
Okay.
As much as that is kind of bad to say, it's like we knew the other players and they always did one particular strat on that particular map, so we ran it to counter them. With a Symmetra, no. With a Lucio, yes. With an Orisa, definitely. Like it should be an absolute definitely.
All right.
Because you can keep her topped up almost completely.
Yeah, it seems like, especially that last map, it was very effective. How do you feel it might work, or even are you going to bring it out at all on Temple of Anubis?
Well, for Temple of Anubis, our team has this really great strat. Effectively, we've all said we're going to lock DPS, and we're all going to flank right side. So we're going to see if it'll work, and then if that doesn't work, then we might change it up and bring out some.
Well, I believe you're defending first.
Special sports.
You're going to be defending first. So But
So that's fine. We're still going to flank them from the right side.
Got it. Spawn flanking. New strategy. Yes. It's a Grey Wolf strategy. Patent pending. Grey Wolf 2484. Patent pending. Spawn flank strat. All right, Gray. One final question. Who do you think you've been able to play and coordinate the best with here on your team currently? Zune? Zune overall, but who on your team do you think?
On the team right now?
Yeah.
Trey, probably.
Trey. Yeah, you have known Trey for quite a while, kind of the reason he has gotten into these dojo things. Well, thank you for that, of course. Also, why would you say Zune? Do you think, is he doing a lot of call-outs? Are you just able to coordinate with him?
He's doing a lot of call-outs, and he's also encouraging the team to actually speak. Overall, as a whole, he's playing really well, and his and I play style has always just kind of meshed anyways.
Awesome.
It's kind of like me and Caroline. We just naturally mesh because we have weird, similar play styles. So It just works.
Well, good to hear. Glad to see that you're hopefully having some fun tonight. Thank you for the insight, Gray. It was always nice to talk to you. Best of luck on this final game here.
By the way, guys, this is all pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded, yes, totally pre-recorded. As you can look at the Discord right now. You should totally join it if you're not already a part of it, and see that there is 6 people in the lobby right now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for the interviews, everybody. We're going to be jumping into this final game. Bets on who you think, blue team or red team? I need to see it in the chat. Boys. Come on, let me see them. Blue team or red team? We're going to get started. Temple of Anubis, here we go.
Now entering the Temple of Anubis.
Awesome. I'm seeing red and blue war in the chat. Zune is on red team, of course. Hammy's voting for blue team against you. Poro is on blue team, so of course Dio's going to vote for that. Nothing wrong with that. I would be doing that too if I was in a similar situation. Caroline is actually going to be jumping on Mercy this time instead of Moira, as Phonius is going to be jumping onto that. They're going to be rocking 3 tanks possibly here for the red team, trying to push in, which could be an interesting strat here. We got the other team, other side. Gray is on Sombra at the moment, going to be swatching over to Brigida. Jabroni is on the Ana at the moment. He's pushing out, deciding what they want to do, rocking the Philadelphia Fusion skin. Is on Tracer again, probably one of his stronger heroes. Trey is on Junkrat, and Dawn is on Pharah as of right now. Bailey on the Monkey, doing a lot of tanking today, as she can play a lot of DPS, but however, she is being a very flexible player, swapping over to tanks, which she can also play quite well. The only thing she really can't play is really support, which most people are like, how do you not know how to play support? But it's just the positioning thing, the mentality. She's more of an aggressive player, but she does make it work very well for her. Well, it seems like a lot of them are trying to kill themselves and spawn. Phonius is on Moira right now. Zune is rocking back on that hog. It looks like they're possibly thinking about going quad tank for a second. No. Fiducius Garen is going to be jumping back onto the Pharah. He's made it work really well last time on Elios for a certain portion of the couple maps. He's going to be looking to go high ground. Phonius is trying to keep his team up, allowing them to push in left side. Dawn actually made a last moment swap onto Symmetra, but Zune was ready. He's played games with her. He knows exactly what to expect. Zune is going to get another pick on Gray. A support is down and a DPS support. He gets charged, but he's not going to get taken out. Dio's Por's going to have to back up. Kira's trying to keep him healed. Silent is trying to do some work here, trying to take out Translor, who pushed in by himself. The Junkrat, however, from Trey is making it pretty easy to help with Silent. Trey is going to have to try to get out of there. His team is trying to push him. Gets Caroline in an a trap. Caduceus is going to take out Kira. That's going to be a loss of heal. Zune pushing in, doing a ton of damage here, taking out Trey. Foro tried to ult there. Zune is able to sidestep it. Zune is on fire at the moment. Not currently in the game yet, but seemingly rocking the objective in the moment. A lot of people trying to come back. Gray tried to come back as Lucio. Garen doing a good job of zoning them out of the point. Silent trying to do his best to stay alive. He's only at 15 health. Tries to grab the small health pack. Zune is on point with his team, trying to capture. Going to be throwing that in. Almost sticks the Pharah. That would have been a very clutch play. Wants to get in. He's trying to stall as long as his team. Trey is coming back to the point now. He's going to be trying to ult here. He gets it off. He gets 2. He gets 2 with that ult and it goes down to Garen. They might be able to push back in there. However, Zune gonna get another pick on Kier. Caroline trying to stay safe, trying to stay behind. Has her team up. They're trying to push back in. Stalled for a little bit longer, but unable to really stay on the point. Dawn is on the point, as has Diva trying to take out some targets, trying to really focus down. Maybe the Pharah trying to throw it up in the air, trying to cause some problems for Garen. He's going to get him taken out. Or is trying to push in. A lot of blue team are just trying to install this point. Red team is unable to take them all out in time. Dawn finally goes out. Zune gets his ult here. Tronzor is trapped in a trap at the moment. Triple tank strategy. Zune is kind of playing as a DPS here. Red team is now probably going to be able to clean up here and take the rest of them out. Blue team is only person on the point is Gray. He's trying to stall as long as he can. He does a little bit of more stall, but they brought him down to a minute 45. And that's going to be where they're at the moment. Caroline does has her ult as well as Tronzor with his. Silent does have his ult. Trying to work together, probably trying to strict someone as they come to the door. Trey is up a bit far here at the moment. So he's trying to get people trapped. He does trap the Diva, but unable to do a lot of damage as the defense matrix is still up. He's going to probably go down here. Unfortunately, he's pushed up nowhere to get away. No mines to help him get out of that situation. Caroline trying to stay safe, trying to not get picked. Trying to maybe play with her Pharah. Pharah's on the left side on Phonius here. Phonius is actually on Mora, sorry. Caduceus is playing it, trying to push in Kipironi. Trying to get the kill. He has to back away as the blue team starts to notice him. Gray sitting on a Lucio. Lucio's always very strong in this map. He just does manage to take out Kibroni. A little bit of lack of coordination, maybe not so much comms as most of the people that do make comms, except for Dawn. Dawn is, however, on the blue team. Going to probably try to make out some comms there, but it can be a bit of a pain at times. The second point, however, is the one that's really hard to get to. Blue team did manage to stall. Going to get charged. Garen's going to get two here. Garen on fire this match, seemingly unstoppable, getting tons of picks. Phonius and Caroline are actually on fire, though. Garen's going to get a couple other ones with the help of his teammates. Trying to take out. Red team is going to make the points. Gray pushes back in with his ult, trying to wall ride, breaks the hook. Is up and around, trying to contest as long as he can with his teammates. Just Bailey is constantly on him. Garen is going to take out Silent. Silent does take out Caroline, so they're losing a ult there. Garen is going to get slept out of spawn. He's going to be left there. Die. Gray is going to be pushing back on the point. Can he get there? Team is not moving. Trey tries to come out with Tyre. Gray's making it back to the point. Going to be pushed off by Zune. Gray is stalling, trying to do some great Lucio work, trying to just bounce around, back between it. Blue team starts to push back in. Dio's going to be pushing back in on McCree, trying to get some stuns there. Blue team might be able to hold this. However, going to be ult from Trons is going to go down, however. Dio, great pick there. Silent, great pick on the Reaper here. Able to hold it for his team, their team. Silent really pushing the tanks. Dio, Poro looking for some squishies there at the moment. Dropping off that second tank. Dawn is the only one there at the moment, but she's able to do some work, just zone people off, zone at the hog. And the blue team are going to flip this back around. With 3.5 minutes, Zune is the only person left. He's going to be pushed. He's going to have to use his heal. He might go down here, actually. He's trying to get some picks out of it. Silent is going to be going and taking him out. Unable to do enough damage on the hook. Had some heals for him. Blue team stopped them at like 2 1/3 of a tick here. Red team is going to have to back off and regroup here. Tony is waiting with Salt. Caroline trying to get hers. Zune is going to actually be swapping off of the third tank, getting onto Soldier here. Probably getting some longer range damage. Try to maybe deal with that Reaper from a distance. Silent and Kierbroni both have their ult at the moment. Great hold from both their team. Gray doing just enough to stall. Great switches coming back in. Now are they going to be able to stain with just one tank at the moment? It might work for them. Kier's going to go down to Zune. Great pick. Great damage there. Silent looking for people going, and here he comes. Going to be ulting right now. Oh, he might have waited a little bit too long. He's going to still go for it. Diva's going to eat part of it. He still gets 2. Garen trying to push in, trying to defend, trying to take out Dawn, who's on Diva. Gray with his ult again. Another clutch save from Gray. Might be able to allow his team to push out another time here. Red team still has some presence on the point, however. Zune is going to be running back pretty quickly on Soldier. Garen is looking for his ult. He's going to get stunned. He's very low. Ult from Kibroni. He's going to be ulting Kibroni now, knowing he doesn't have a lot of ability. He's going to be ulting towards the enemy team. Dawn is able to eat most of it. Gray is floating around, using the pillars to his advantage. Trey, however, has ult. Could flip it back again. He's going to come out of spawn. We'll see if he drops it here. Dawn has her ult. Might be able to zone. Going to go for Caroline. Very low. Ult from Phonius. Trying to keep his team up at the moment. He's going to be ulting middle of the point, but it's going to down. Zune is ready for it. Quick reaction time from Zune. Almost gets it all. Garen is going to be ulting. Zune's going to be ulting to stall the point. And they're able to get it down to minute 45. That's a pretty good time to hold. And it's a pretty good time that you could possibly bring this back if the other team gets 2. got passed to the bubble. I don't know how to support. Hammy is one of those players that isn't so much of a support player. However, I've seen him on Lucio and Ana, so he can play some support players. Less I've seen him on tank so much. I have seen him on Hog. I have seen him, I believe, on Reinhardt maybe once or twice, but he's more of a support DPS in my opinion. A lot of people here are two, if not one. Red team manages to keep it up there, bring it down to almost a minute and a half. If you're going to lose the point, it's the best time. In a couple hours, Gusano, it's going to be a little bit of a while. Pulse Bomb can be a little glitchy visually a lot of the time. We're going to have to see what blue team does here. Gray is actually on Mei at the moment. Here on Brigitte. Silent on Moira. Dio or Poru on Orisa. Trey is on Winston. And Dawn is actually on Reaper. So they're going to be seeming probably a very close together comp. Probably just trying to push in there. Caduceus killed himself at the beginning of the match. Probably on purpose. He has time to get back. Franz is a little bit confused, I think. He just did that. Wanted to kill himself and then jump back on the Pharah as he was doing so well, playing very safe. As you see, he's not trying to drop in and get a lot of kills, but he has the aim to do it. He's able to drop out of the sky, get a couple kills, or just stay the difference and still hit those shots very well. However, Phonius back on Hanzo. We haven't seen him here for a couple maps ever since King's Row. We're going to see what he does here. He's going to be sitting up on this side at the moment. Kibroni is going to be blocking some of that damage there. However, it's a fire strike. Can't really block a lot of that. Phonius throws a scatter in there. Not really worried about it. Just trying to get some extra damage before they push in. Silent playing very aggressive. Going to get smacked back away by Kier. Or Zune at the moment. Zune is on Brigitte. Zune is taking a lot of splash damage. Getting very slowed by Gray. Gray is going to go down. Tronzler getting a pick on him on the side. Bailey going to charge in and get Dio or Poru. And that's probably going to be the end of this fight. Dawn is stuck in there with Trey at the moment. Not a whole lot you can do. You just got to die. Maybe get a pick on the way by and then get out. Welcome back, Hammy. He's just sitting up on that high ground. They don't have a lot of people to contest him at the moment. Phony is just staying on this right side. They have seemingly good position from the red team. Tronzler is going to be getting a pick there on Silent. Silent might have been a little bit too far up here at the moment. We're going to be trying to watch Silent as he comes back in. Kier looking for it. Gray swatched on the soldier, actually. Silent trying to get back out of spawn. I think they're just not grouping up enough. I think that's the main problem here. They have a lot of spam damage. Phonies can do a lot of damage. So can Trons and so can Garen. Not really a lot of shields here. They might want to switch to just a D.Va and possibly dive up to the high ground. Dawn, however, did get picked by Bailey. Bailey is sitting with her ult at the moment. Ready to hit it. She did get it pretty quick. Gonna be getting an ult from Trons. Gonna be throwing the ult down. Doesn't really hit anybody. Pull the shields up. Last moment. Garen looking for his ult. Gonna be seeing Dawn up there. Gonna have to back away because she was actually able to do a decent bit of damage even from a ranged. Silent is trying to DPS a little bit too much here, I think. He's not focusing on healing. He's doing a lot of DPS and just kind of his team is getting picked off around him. From what I've seen, we're going to watch it one more time. See what he does. See what he does with the orbs. I don't think I've seen him play Moira before. Doesn't mean he doesn't. But we'll have to see. Sometimes different picks are not always going to be the best. Caroline and Zune trying to hold down the fort here on support. Going to get a nice smack. Caroline is going to finish off Silent. I'm unable to spectate Silent as he's dying too much. I think a lot of the team is just not working. They need to talk. Have a meeting session. Here we go. Meeting session. Figure out what you need to do. Silent's going to be jumping on the Winston instead. Cure is going to be going on to Junkrat. They're going to be trying to break those shields, try to get in a little bit easier. Hopefully this works for them. They still have a minute and a half. Franz is sitting in that high ground in that side room as well. Caduceus is going up, trying to deal with the Winston at the high ground, so he has a little bit of a hard time actually getting to him. Silent is getting very low at the moment. Didn't get a lot of heals, unfortunately, but he's going to get the res off. Might be able to do, if he can play smart, probably jump onto support, probably getting out. Garen, however, going to get 2 picks there. He did it so quick I couldn't even see him. I think the red team might be able to full health here. You never know. However, Poro has that. Gray is on Bastion, probably trying to break some shields here. Can actually go into Somber, possibly just to run to point. We'll have to see what goes on. However, he's going to get smacked by Garen. Front's going to be jumping over, going to get Trey on the support, just going to be wasting their time a little bit more as they try to get out there. Garen looking for high ground, sees someone possibly on point in the background. He's not sure, he's being ready, he's being cautious. Ray is trying to get back to point. There's a lot of just spam damage going to the point. This is their chance to pick that Brigitte pick Zune. However, Bailey did a smart play of pushing out with them. Blue team just unable to get in here. Ponius sees a scatter opportunity. Kibroni does kill Trons. He's going to be ulting through here. Zune's going to be catching Trey. Zune doing a great job on Brigitte here right now. Unfortunately, that's going to be the game there. Red team did a great job on defense there. Blue team was able to pull it up. Not quite enough this time, though. Unfortunately.
Play of the game.
No, paranormal. That's unfortunate. Ponius with the play of the game here, doing a lot of healing there, getting a couple picks in the process, getting some assists with Zune's ult. Doing a lot of good work there, getting essentially a triple kill. That's going to be the game. Poro, the only person to get a card, 16,000 damage block. That's pretty admirable for a 10-minute game. Usually you want to try to go for about 15,000 at least. If not, you want to longer games, you want to have 30. This is a shorter game, though, about 10 minutes. All right, everybody, we're going to pull it back. We're going to go into the different channels. We're going to pull it back in the lobby, see how people felt about some of the games today. We're probably going to be doing a little bit of interviews here as well. Probably talking to a few different people. Is there anybody that we'd like to talk to right now before we go? This dojo match was really good. I'm glad you thought so. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Is there anybody that you'd like to talk to, or should I just jump into some of the team channels? Silent, you want to talk to Silent and see how he felt? All right, we'll pull in Silent here. Silent, you're here for a post-match interview. How's it going today?
Good.
Good. How do you feel the games went so far for you and your team?
I mean, I feel like I did good. I did a lot of good ults.
You had a couple really good ults, especially on that Ilios game. Those were some really great ones.
Yeah.
How do you feel? This last match was a little rough, though. Like, while you did really popped off in that, how do you feel? Like, what could you have maybe changed? What could you have done as a team? And what could you have personally maybe done a little differently in this last match that might have changed some things?
Well, I don't think I was playing to my true potential. And also, we're, like, kind of arguing on the team to get, like, what. And, like, we're trying to get the Pharah. You know, we couldn't get her.
Yeah. It happens sometimes, though. All right. Yeah. So maybe just a little bit of coordination was a little bit of lack on the team, you'd probably say a little?
Yeah.
All right. But as someone that did play Dojo Season 2 and now in Dojo Season 3, with the new characters added into the game like Moira and Brigitte, how do you feel it changes from the last time you played?
I mean, I don't like Brigitte at all.
You know, I'm not a huge fan to play against her either. I'm not going to lie. But why do you think she's such a problem?
Because, like, she shut down dive and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And you play a lot of Tracer, I know for a fact, as well. And I've seen you play some Genji, you've played some Junkrat, you played a lot of DPS roles. You've been able to flex pretty well onto some support and tank roles as well, which is pretty impressive. Who would you say has been the hardest person to play against today? Like, who's been your worst adversary?
I would say the Hanzo.
Hanzo Phonius?
Yeah,
Phonius. Yeah, he played really well on Hanzo, especially on the King's Row match. What would you say is the person that you played with the best today?
I'll say Reaper.
Reaper, or the person Donlin, the person that has the Reaper icon?
Yeah.
Don, you play well with Don. Why would you say that is, do you think?
Because he's like really good. He flexes a lot. You know.
All right, yeah. They were able to play a lot of different things, a lot of different call-outs and things like that. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Silent, for playing today. We'll see you next week. Awesome to have you back. Hopefully you had fun.
Too.
All right. See ya. All right, we're going to do one more interview, I think, because we have a little bit of time. Bonus is MVP, Crystal. I would interview Phonius, but I've never heard. I don't think I've ever heard him talk. He's not really one to use mics. Another Phonius. Is there anybody else? Text interviews, please. We'll have to see. We'll have to probably set that up at some point. Phonius, I love you, Trey. You're fun to go against. Because I don't know if that's a little bit of a BM or if it's like I like the rivalry. We'll have to see. All right, Kong, I'll give you an interview. All right, you have to tell me what you thought of the matches. All right, I'll do it. Interview Caro. Okay, we can do that afterwards. All right, Kong, I'll give you an interview. You hear? All right, from an outside perspective, from spectating, from seeing the matches, what do you feel? How do you feel the games went? Like, do you think they were competitive? Do you think? What do you think? What do you think in general first?
Oh, honestly, besides the Kings Row game, I believe all of them were extremely close.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? A lot of like, what do you like? Not biased or towards anybody. Like, if this is for constructive criticism purposes, everyone. But what do you think? A lot of players in general in this tier. What do you think they might need to work on, or should try to improve?
One thing I noticed was like I could tell where the communication was, but I could tell I hear a call out, but I noticed not a lot of people focus the said call out.
So a little bit of they would acknowledge it, but they wouldn't really do much to it, right?
Yeah, because I know on Temple of Anubis, on the first point that red team was attacking, I noticed that whenever Gray was just bouncing around the point for a while as Lucio just trying to stall out,
they weren't all able to focus them. Yeah,
only 2 people were looking at him while 3 of them were just standing around.
So more presence, more doing, but more focusing what has been called out.
Yeah, just more focus on what's happening.
What would you say a lot of players' strong points were in this group? Like, what were some things that you were seeing consistently done well?
The healing was actually very consistent. I never really felt like there was a lack of healing anywhere on either team.
Nice, that's really good to see. That's something you oftentimes, from whenever I played in ladder at this level that a lot of these players are at, because they were playing. This is like from silver all the way to like mid to upper gold, like mid to low gold. So that's something you normally don't get. So the fact that a lot of these players here that are doing that well, that's really nice to see.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you can't help the fact with, like, say 6 people are focusing 1, you can't out-heal that.
Yeah.
But since there were ones that the 6 focusing 1, the heals were just always continuous and always there.
Nice. Who would you say as a healer stood out to you the most today?
Honestly, Caroline.
Carobite getting some props there. She's actually really happy to be able to actually play the season, as last season of Dojo she was sitting around 1200 to 1400, so she wasn't even allowed to play. So it's really nice to see her improve as well. But who would you say overall, out of everyone here, who stuck out as the MVP the most for you?
I think honestly for me it depended on both the maps. Okay. For me it's a tie between Phonius, if I'm saying that right, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep, you're good.
Phonius, Caroline, and Silent.
Phonius, Caroline, and Silent, yeah. For Kings Row, I would have to, like, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Phonius. For Caroline,
exactly.
You're saying the
Anubis game.
Yeah, and then Silent for Ilios.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Kong, for your input. It was really nice to see the outside perspective. We're gonna go interview 1, maybe 2 more people. We'll see you in the lobby in just a little bit. Best of luck in your games.
Thank you.
All right, 1 more interview here. Caroline, are you here? She might not be here. She might be.
Oh, no, I am.
You are here. All right, awesome. So Caroline, are you? I know you've been excited for Dojo Season 3. You got to watch a lot of Season 2. How do you feel? What does it feel? How does it feel to be in this compared to the last time?
I feel like it's a fun pressure because it's like, oh, you got to do good because like people are watching you.
Yep.
But it's super fun because it's been such a good challenge.
All right, awesome. Well, we just had Kong actually sitting here, and he would say, as a healer, you were his MVP healer of the night for him from an outside perspective. So I just wanted to mention that because you have made a lot of improvements, and it shows that you're not stuck in bronze forever. It's about learning what you doing wrong, educating yourself, and all those things all over the place. So congratulations to you, Caroline. But who would you say was the worst adversary for you tonight?
Ooh.
Over all the games, or if like you have a couple different maps that people were a problem for you, who would you say?
When me and Silent were against each other, sure, that hurt a lot.
Silent, you didn't like.
Yeah. But super good. Like, it was cool seeing how much everyone was trying and working together.
Mm-hmm.
I would also say when we were against each other, I'd probably say Trey as well.
Trey was a problem for you as well. You're getting harassed by Silent and Trey. They both like to flank a bit as well.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
As a healer, that hurts.
Yeah. You did most of the games on Moira, and you had the one on Mercy. How do you feel like your Mercy play is comparatively for not playing her in a while?
A lot worse than I was expecting, but it did what it needed to do.
It did what it needed to do. Yeah, for the comp that you had, it did work for where it needed.
I still need to, like, I feel like I've been neglecting Mercy because I'm a little angry with her. But
or you angry with her, or you angry with Jeff?
I'm angry with Jeff.
All right.
But definitely, once I start flexing out my healers a bit more now, rather than just playing Moira, I'm gonna feel a lot better with my Mercy again.
Awesome, glad to hear. One thing, who do you feel you played best with tonight? Who was you most coordinated with?
Ooh, that's two people.
Two people.
Yeah, Dawn and Zune.
Dawn and
Every
Zune.
time I was on a team with Dawn and Zune, it just worked out nice.
Nice, glad to hear.
Great comms. We like chatted it all out. We were all talking. It's good. That always worked out nice.
Awesome. Is there any player that you'd want to give some props to, like something that we might not have seen, like behind the scenes, communication wise, things that just you might have noticed that we might have not noticed from an outside perspective?
I was on a lot of teams with Phonius, and even though he's not on comms, he did fantastic. He would pop off at the right moments. He was listening to us very good. Like, he wasn't just in his own world, which I really appreciated. And he did really good, I think.
All right. Awesome. How were comms in general for you and your teams today? How do you feel they were?
Pretty good. Everyone's chatty. I mean, in general as well. Just when we were off game, everyone's been pretty chatty and talking. I think we're all super stoked for DOJO as well. So I think that's kind of fueling our comms.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, in game, we've been doing fantastic. And when things weren't going right, we were switching off and we were all communicating correctly without having to get angry or anything. I really appreciated that.
Awesome. Glad we could keep the positivity. Glad everybody's having a lot of fun. Thank you, Caroline, for joining me in the booth.
Thank you.
I'm going to have you recommend one person to interview. Who would you like us to interview?
You guys should interview. How about Trons?
Trons. All right, we'll pull him over. Thank you, Caroline.
No problem.
Trons, are you here?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Welcome back to DOJO. How was your games today? You have fun? What did you think of it?
Well, I mean, it was definitely fun. I dug it. Oh, something's going on. All right. Yeah, I know I had a pretty good time. It was interesting working with the teams, and definitely interesting seeing how some things worked and just some plans really didn't work as well. But it was definitely a fun experience altogether. You
feel like you were able to learn something from it too, like seeing what didn't work and what did?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like on the Temple of Anubis, I mean, I get we were on the winning team. We were trying before the match started to work on some things like let's triple tank at the beginning if we're on offense.
Yeah, and that seemed to really work for a while, actually.
Yeah, and then after we get to the second point, we're like, well, this isn't really working anymore because they're trying to go against it. So it was definitely helpful.
It was really nice. It seems like your team on specifically that game was able to make some really effective swaps and get some good ults off at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Real quick, sorry to interrupt the interview, but thank you, Overwatch, Edge, and Lazoon for the 5 and 6 bits. Thank you very much. All right. But anyway, back to that. What would you say was your favorite map or match in general tonight?
Well, I kind of liked Elios well, and that is a bit of a weird one because it wasn't necessarily as interesting from playing perspective compared to the other two. Because it wasn't like a landslide win. It was kind of a battle because we kind of went back and forth.
Well, that oftentimes makes it more interesting, though, having those super close games that you guys were able to flip at the last moment.
Mm-hmm. I really dug it, and with all the boops and stuff like that, it was pretty good all around. Like I got to give it to Kieran. He did some pretty good boops over with Lucio, and then like halfway through, I don't know who's playing the Rog. Pog. I think they switched, but it was really good there too.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Speaking of which, you and Kira are in the same room, correct?
Yeah.
Does that make comms when you're on different teams a little confusing?
Well, we kind of ignore each other. We have like blankets.
Oh, I see.
Like between our beds or curtains. Actually, his looks like comic books and mine's TARDISes. But yeah, we kind of try to block ourselves from each other as best as we can. So, yep. It definitely. I mean, we don't speak too loudly either. So if there's something like we really don't want the other person to hear, we kind of like kind of like this. It kind of works out.
I just wanted to ask about that, as that was a little bit of an interesting play there.
It's definitely fun because, like, I knocked that Kieran as Moira out twice on Helios. That was him.
That's true.
And I was like, I muted my mic in game, and I was like, Kieran, how'd that feel over there? You know,
a little bit of sibling rivalry. Awesome to hear.
It works.
So, what do you think that you yourself might want to improve on for next week? How can you step up your game? What are you looking for?
Well, there's a few things. I'd like to be able to personally tell what we're going to need as a team, and then hopefully if I have the ability to switch to that, that hero.
So just bring out your hero pool a little bit more, expand it.
And there are times when it's definitely more appropriate than it's like, if I'm playing a healer, it's not easy to switch to a tank because nobody else can be healing,
Yeah, true.
So I'd like to learn a bit more on how I can make that work for our team and hopefully the other teammates too. So.
Well, awesome, great playing today. Good to talk with you. We'll see you next week.
Sweet.
All right, everybody. That's pretty much going to be the end of interviews for now. We're going to be doing some giveaways just on the commentary. Eichenwald, where we were supposed to start it off last time, kind of ended in a little bit of a fail for technical reasons on my side. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Edge is going to be wanting to lock on this Widow. 5v5 is going to be a little bit different, though, than a 6v6. That's one thing that does change quite a bit here. Is Eichenwald is going to be a little bit different on a 5v5. Is they're going to have probably only one tank, maybe two. Frosty has been playing a lot of Mei lately. A lot of players that really don't know each other, like because Kingfish is new, Corrupted is new, Ricky is a new player, Frosty is a new player, and so is Gauntlet. Hammy was able to join towards the end of Dojo. Kong was only able to make a few weeks here and there. George or Georgie or JDRGE, George as I know, is he was there last time as well as Edge. Nano was the winner last time, so that's a big person to watch. He's currently on Orisa. He hasn't played a lot of Overwatch as of late, but he hasn't played a lot of Overwatch as of late. But he did win last time. He would win almost every game. So things there and there. Preparing their defenses at the moment. Kong wants to try to play on that Symmetra. If his team will allow him to, that will work well in his favor because he's very strong on Symmetra. He does have the ability to swap, though, as well. Corrupted is complaining that there's no Bastion, but in a 5v5, we don't want to run the risk of it not being a very fair or unfun ability. Kingfish, new player, but he's going to be playing on the Moira for today. Nano is on their Orisa, as we stated before. Hammy is on Hog at the moment. Edge is playing on Widow. Ricky is on Zenyatta. Frosty is on Mei. And we got Gauntlet on the Tracer. We're going to be watching him to start as he gets out of spawn. However, Frosty's going to have to deal with those sentries. As Kong is quickly going to be switching them over to the choke as best he can. Frosty's going to be looking to push in here. Gauntlet's going to be looking to go around the back. Frosty takes a little bit of damage, but he has his cryo freeze ready. Hammy trying to deal with that Spracer, trying to deal with people harassing the back line, the Genji, all that. Corrupted almost went down there. It's going to be a little bit of a slower of a match here, as they have a lot more time, a lot less damage coming in, a little bit less coordination. George is going to go down to Herpon Ricky, who's doing a great job so far. He's getting a couple picks there. That might be all they need. Edge is taking some damage. Edge does take out Nano, though. Able to get the high ground. Able to push in, trying to take out Kong. Hits the edge of the shield. Gets a body shot. Another body shot. Going to fade away. Just going to get the kill. Not there at the moment. Frosty's trying to take out as well. Kongman's teleporter goes down. Gauntlet did a great job of flanking around. George's going to take out the fight. Frosty's going to take out Kingfish, and that's probably going to be the first point for Edge. But however, George comes back in with a great kill there. able to hit Frosty on his own headshot. He's going to get another pick on Ricky. Winston's coming back in. Nano as well. Nano's very low, but Hammy's able to take him out. Edge taking out George, going off with a huge pop-off here. Team's able to push back in. Hammy's the only person on the point. Cam's going to have a hard time to any of the point. George, huge play. Huge MVP play there. Possibly just saved his team the point. And possibly a hard steamroll. Great picks from him right there. Getting that great deflect kill off the start on Frosty really is what changed the battle there. Nano able to come back and cause him to contest as well. George trying to contest Edge. Kingfish is going to take out Ricky at the moment. Ricky's going to be swapping back to Zenyatta. George going to get hooked there very low. He's going to get poisoned. Edge is able to get the first entry frag. Might be able to push in. Edge is also damaged though at the moment. Needs to get some heals. Kingfish or something needs to get back. Ricky needs to help him out, which he is now doing. They're only playing one healer, which is just Ricky. They're playing a lot of self-heals, though. So Edge is the person that needs the heals the most. Corrupted is trying to hide back, trying to charge up those shots. Contley's going to get 2 big kills there. Corrupted is going to take him out. But Kong and Fish are both down. Red team might be able to push on the point. Frosty does have his ult here. Corrupted is going to try to. He's able to kind of seemingly glitch through the wall. Going to be getting an ult from George. Try to save the point. Going to get hooked in. And Hammy's going to get the kill. Frosty's ult goes down. And this time, I think they're going to be able to hold the point fully here. However, we got Tracer coming back. We got a Corrupted coming back. Gauntlet is going to take him out, though. Trying to take out Kongman. Kongman trying to push back to the point as best he could. Unfortunately, he's going to go down. Red team able to hold it that time. So they lost the first one. They got the second one. So good job on the red team. Included a close game so far, everybody. George taking a bunch of damage. Corrupted actually taking out Edge from the high ground. Gauntlet is going to take out George, though. Gauntlet trying to take out Corrupted. Corrupted is maybe a younger player. Kongman is also going to be jumping on the Widow now. Corrupted may be a younger player, but he does have some very good reaction time and some very good aim. You just have to help him with call-outs of where to be. That's normally the only thing. Frost is going to be getting pushed here at the moment by a monkey. He's going to be using his Frost. Nano doing a good job of playing around his shield, able to get his Primal Rage there. Edge is going to be taking out Kongman on that. Gauntlet is going to be pushing way up and getting George. Corrupted is going to go down to Frosty. Blue team is just a little all over the place at the moment. They just need to regroup, figure out what they need to do. However, Nano's going to take out Ricky. Red Hawk just subscribed. Thank you, Chris, for the subscription. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to see. Thanks, buddy. Mean a lot to me, dude. Anyway, back to the game. George is going to be going around to the side, trying to stop the payload, trying to take out maybe the Tracer. Going to be taking out Edge, just seeing that he's low. He's very low himself, however. He's going to need to get out of there. He's going to get poisoned to death, however, and that's going to be the end of him if he doesn't get to the health pack. Edge got his revenge from the grave. Frosty is, however, working with Ricky and Hammy to kind of just slowly play a kind of a death ball around the comp. Nano is going to get another pick. Corrupt is going to kill Ricky, though. Nano's going to get taken out by Frosty. So a lot of picks are being traded back and forth, but neither team seems to be really coordinating. Going back and forth, it can be very hard and easy to get staggered in a 5v5, as you can win some fights here. Kongman is on Diva trying to play, but it seems like the blue team is not really playing with each other that well yet. Fish is trying to swap around, trying to play as best he can with his team, but it's really hard. 5v5 is not a 6v6. What do you mean? Chris, what? All right, Nano is on the hog now himself, but Hammy is going to be ulting here, trying to push people off the point. Hammy's going to take out Kingfish. Edge is going to taking out Nano. They might be able to get the momentum they need here, able to push through. I think in a 5v5, it feels a lot more casual. Feels like a quick play in a certain extent. Corrupted is on that. Kong is going to jump off the map to get back with his team. And be ulting here. George is going to be trying to push in, trying to deal with Edge. Going to stop the payload, trying to stop the momentum. Going to, however, run out of enough swings, and then Ricky is able to fade away. George is going to go down to Gauntlet as he pushes up. Gauntlet is running the gauntlet with them, staying alive for most of this match, not getting picked off that often, doing a lot of work for his team, however. Maybe not be super in the front all the time, but able to do a lot of work here. Kongman is getting harassed. The heals are not able to stay with him. It's really hard to protect your teammates a lot of the time. It's really easy to get staggered here. Gauntlet almost goes down. George sitting around in the front. Nano is going to be playing Mei. You don't always even need a tank in this sometimes. George is trying to deal with Edge, who's sitting in the back lines at the moment. Hammy's looking for some picks here. Edge is using his sight. Corrupted is on the Zen. Going to take out Ricky there. Edge looking for an angle here. Sees Nano. Misses a couple shots. Hits a body shot. Has the heals on him. Also knows that there is a Mercy on him as well. Frosty is going to be throwing his ult now to stop the payload as best as he can. Trying to deal with people, a lot of people frozen. A lot of people are able to get out of that one, unfortunately. Gauntlet is going to be sticking Corrupted, and Corrupted goes down. Gauntlet is able to dodge that Diva Bomb pretty well, but the blue team is managing to actually doing a decent job holding here. Kingfish is going to get the res. George is going to help Kong take out Frosty. And then Corrupted comes back up. Corrupted take out Ricky. Doing a good job there. Gauntlet trying to get out of there, trying not to take too much damage from the McCree. Gauntlet pushing back in there with the team. George almost gets taken out there. George, however, does have his pulse bomb. Going to be sticking on Hammy. Going to be taken out by Edge, though, and Hammy doesn't go down because of the damage resistant on the heal. Hammy and Ricky both have their ults. Looking to push in at the moment. Frosty just uses a bit ago. Edge is almost back at his again. Doing a good job there. Kong doing a smart job of playing on the Diva to play around Edge because he knows Edge can hit a nice number of shots. He can pop off. And he can also block the Hog off pretty well. A nice flashbang from Corrupted to stun that. Nano is going to be taken out by Edge, though, who's able to sit in the back. Corrupted able to push up, take out Gauntlet. So they're 1-1 here. Kong almost goes down. Corrupted is going to be trying to get walled off by Frosty. Frosty, however, is going to be zoned out. Corrupted was just long enough to get him. George is going to be pushing up the edge. This last point is always hard point. George is going to be trying to push in, trying to take Hammy out. Hammy's unfortunately going to get zoned out. A little bit of a waste of an ult there. Or not Hammy, yeah, Hammy. There. Didn't use his ult. He still is at 63. Edge uses his ult just a little bit. Actually swapping on the Tracer, hopefully to get back into this last point. Gauntlet on the Genji at this point. They're playing only Hammy on the tank. Frosty is kind of almost like a support tank. Trying to push in together. Ricky has her ult at the moment. Player that was originally in tier 2, now in tier 1. He's going to get stuck, but he's going to fade away. The ult from Frosty is going to be throwing it towards the enemy, as well as Nano's going to be throwing his own ult, but Frosty goes down. Nano's going to be coming out of the better on this ult. He's going to be going back to the payload, going to be stalling. Frosty only got George off of that with the damage on it. Gauntlet trying to take out Corrupted Ed with the help of Edge. Edge pushing in there. Red team in overtime. Hammy's very low, looking for trying to get some heals back. He's going to go down to Nano. Nano doing a great job on the on the Mei here. Mercy Kingfish going in for some damage. Going to take out Gauntlet here. Only Ricky trying to push in with her ult, trying to just contest the point as long as she can. Trying to just get some damage. Kingfish is low, but it's going to get stunned and then taken out by Kong as well. Frosty's going to take out Kingfish, though, able to finish off. Frosty pushing back to the point because it's Corrupted, doing a lot of work on the McCree. Great switches there from him. Very close game, almost all the way to the end. I could see both teams possibly coming out with the victory here. Great round from both teams here.
Switching sides.
All right, let's see. What is the enemy team going to be doing here? Hammy's going to be jumping on to the Junkrat this time. Gauntlet is going to be playing heals for them. Ricky is actually going to be tanking. Edge on Widow to play the back line, and Frosty is like that support tank again. Kongman going to be starting on the Diva this time for an attack. George thinking about playing Genji. Kingfish actually going to be playing Brigitte, which could be in a 5v5. Could be immensely strong. We don't have a lot of data on this yet. We've never tested it. It's never really been seen, at least for our perspective, for a lot of people that have already played on the Discord server and in Dojo in general. She's never been in it. Neither has Moira up until this season. Nano's going to be staying on Mei. He felt pretty comfortable on that. I wouldn't be surprised if him asking his team, hey, I was popping off on Mei. Let me stay Mei, please. I wouldn't be surprised. That's something you can do in this. Got good comms, hopefully all around. We're going to have probably some more people in maybe next week. Possibly see how things out. People could graduate from tier 2, go to tier 3, and then drop back down the other side. Hey, Garen, good to see you in the chat. Good to see you on the fair today. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. Hopefully Zoom had a lot of fun as well. Hopefully everybody is having a good evening. Hopefully enjoying some pretty high tier comp. They were like playing pretty well. They're missing some shots, and none of them are master, none of them are professionals, but they were doing pretty well coordinated work without seemingly a ton of effort. Also, I just noted my YouTube chat is broken at the moment. I cannot see any messages. If anybody would like to talk to me over there, feel free to do so. I will fix it for when we do more community games like Quiplash and things like that. Hong is actually swapping to Hog at the moment. Corrupted is going to be staying on his McCree. Looking for that Junkrat. I don't think they realized that over the Edge is going to get a body shot on Corrupted as he was spinning around. Frosty waiting in the shadows, seeing if somebody's going to push in, ready for that wall off. Gauntlet trying to keep his heals up. George is sitting on the high ground, going to take some damage. Hammy's trying to do his work on Junkrat. Edge is going to pop up and get a kill on George. I know a lot of them both of them have played together in the past. Hammy's going to get a pick on Nano. Hammy can be very, very dangerous, excuse me, as a Junkrat. And he has good positioning, and it's really hard to push him. But in a 5v5, it's something we haven't seen very often, maybe a few times last season. But most of the time, Hammy is just very hard to push and deal with on Junkrat. Kong is going to be looking for that hook on him, pull him out. George is going to get a pick on Edge, maybe the reflect kill. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. But Gauntlet trying to take out the Tracer on point. Hammy looking to push. Ricky going to be trying to shield, but Corrupted going to be pushing around behind, getting out Gauntlet. George is trying to deal with Hammy. Hammy doesn't even know he's there at the moment, but he's going to deflect the bomb into himself. Great pick there. Ricky's got a pick on Kongman, though. Frosty's going to have to deal with this Genji here, doing a lot of damage. Didn't have any cooldowns. It was great. George knew it was a great time to push him at the moment. George doing a lot of work on this first point again, like he did last time. Able to see if he can deal with Edge. Edge trying to get back to the point, and he does. He does with the help of his team, with the help of Moira, Kingfish on that. Going to be pushing Gauntlet, trying to push up. He's put really deep in enemy space. He's very low on health. He has his deflect. He has his dash up again. Trying to get Hammy to hit himself, and he might be able to finish off another one if he goes for the dash. I don't think he knew the damage. Frosty's going to get the retaliation kill. But his payload is ready to be escorted. Gauntlet going to be pushing back to defend his team. Frosty's going to be pushing back as well. Ricky going to be pushing out. Hammy very low. Edge trying to find a pick there, trying to do some damage, get his pulse bomb with the help of Frosty. The wall's off from the enemy team. Nano going to get one shot by Kong. One shot melee. He saw the distance, and Kong was ready for it this time. Riptire coming in from Hammy. Going to shield it up. Frosty's going to, Nano's going to be blocking that. Ready for the Riptire there. Hammy's being zoned out pretty well by the enemy team. He's going to get two greatly positioned mines there on Hammy. He's going to be doing that. George is going to be out of the fight for the moment. However, Kong and George both have ult. King almost have his, and Nano almost has his. But Edge is going to be taking out King in the back lines. Little teams are a little bit spread out. It's really easy to do on this point, as there's so much different high ground and momentum that you can find here. Frosty going to be trying to wall off Corrupted, and great headshot on Corrupted. Didn't have any blinks left, it didn't seem like. George is trying to contest Hammy, but Hammy is ready for him this time, doing a lot of damage, having that high ground toward his advantage. Frosty's going to be jumping in now, trying to freeze the enemy, trying to freeze Kong. He's going to get, Nano's going to try to be helping out, and does wall him off. Keeps him going to have to jump over. Nano's going to go down to Ricky, though. Frosty barely dodging a hook there at the moment. Ricky, great support for her teammate. However, George is going to be ulting, going to get finally able to take out Hammy up on that high ground. Waits for his ult. Smart going to get Frosty, going to try to go for Gauntlet, but he's slowed down a little bit. Has the deflect ready. George, excellent play on the Genji. Very consistent right now. Gauntlet's going to be going down. Probably to King. He's going to finish off by George. Gauntlet's down. Corrupted is trying to get up with his team, trying to do some damage. Edge has ult, Ricky has ult, and Gauntlet. So they could definitely stall this point there. The payload still has quite a bit of distance to go. Nano looking for some distance here, trying to find it. He has an ult that could completely stall out all of this. Trying to deal with Frosty. Nano's going to go down. He's going to get charged. He's going to go down, so his ult is completely out of the fight. Gauntlet's going to be rezzing Hammy here. Going to be going to Mercy. Mercy is still decently strong in a 5v5. George trying to dip behind, harass, but Hammy is starting to zone him out again. Hey, some Cowboy, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good night. Hopefully you had an awesome stream today. I don't know what your plans are for the evening, but possibly if you'd like to see some Cowboy, or his disguise is done running 12, if you'd possibly like to see him commentate a match in the future, let us know. Feel free to spam him in the Discord. Feel free to follow him as well on Done Running 12. We're having some intense matches right now. 5v5s at the moment. Hammy has his ult ready. Frosty is sitting very close to his ult, as well as Edge. Corrupted and Nano both have their ult. Nano didn't get a chance to use it before. Kingfish is going to be going around. Corrupted is going to get rid of the trap. George is looking for a position to push in, trying to get some ult charge. Sees the Mercy. Unfortunately, the Mercy was able to get away. Ricky's going to get stunned. Going to be stuck by the bomb. Hammy's going to take out Kongman who went to the Orisa. Ricky is going to get rezzed. Gauntlet able to fly up, drop down. Good use of the positioning there on the res. Nano's going to be using his ult here. Going to be trying to free some people. He's going to get charged. Ricky was ready for him. Ricky has his number on this defensive side for her. Kingfish is going to be getting two, however. Kingfish is doing a lot of work in the background, able to deal with people without ults. Red team is starting to come back in. He is 90 on his ult. He's going to have to use his fade. Barely got out of there. Able to get away from Frosty last moment there. Frosty has his ult now as well. Hammy is very low, but has his ult. Going to be blocking Kong out, getting unfortunately stuck in the charge. Kong is not so much. He's a little bit out of his element. He prefers to stay on Diva and Winston, more off tanks. Winston could be very strong here, however. But however, he would have to deal with the Junkrat, which, however, if done right with his team, could do. Hammy's trying to ult here. Trying to find some people going after Kingfish. Sees it and is able to track him down on it, bait out the fades. George is going to be coming in with his ult. Going to be getting Gauntlet before he can fly away. Gonna be trying to take out Ricky with one smack, only one kill. They're gonna be tied up. It's pretty much even there. 60 seconds remaining. They're gonna have not a lot of time. Corrupted has to come up with big with his ult. Kingfish is gonna have to do some work with his. Ricky is down, however, to Corrupted at the moment. Trying to work on Edge. Edge is gonna running out of blinks. Great fire strike from Kongman, trying to get Hammy. Hammy almost fell off the map there. Gonna be Kingfish is gonna be ulting here at the moment, trying to deal with Frosty, who's on the point, contesting as best he can. Gonna be freezing Kong for a second there. Frosty doing great work with his wall at the moment. Frosty goes down. Gauntlet goes down as well. Blue team is probably going to be able to stop the payload here. Kong escorted all the way. Got some great picks. Nano with a swap on the Soldier. They weren't expecting him to just be able to sit there and do a lot of damage. Nano doing a great job. This is one of the reasons Nano does so well in Dojo. These lower level matches or lower number player matches that aren't always a full 6. Nano is able to swap to pretty much any hero in the roster. Right now, he might be a little rusty, but Nano is able to go from Mei to Orisa to Soldier. All those heroes he can play at a very high level of plat. He might be able to get higher the more he plays with those heroes. He slowly just improves over time, which is one thing that's always good about having Nano. Kongman's going to go down, going to get zoned out by Hammy. Nano doing a lot of work on the shield. He sees Edge starting to push up on him. He has his rock in a minute. He has to use a recall. Corrupted gonna get a stick, but not a full damage. Not full damage, doesn't quite stick. Falls off him. I thought I heard the stick sound. Kong repping the Soul Dragons. Trying to embrace it. They both could have 2 deadly ults here. George and Kongman. George is gonna take out Frosty here. Gonna have a lot of distance push. Only have to get around this corner for the most part. Kong getting a great charge on Ricky. Kong seems to have Ricky's number. Frosty almost has all. Edge and Hammy both have their own ult. They might be able to have some time to stall. And Ambi's going to be ulting here. Going to be jumping around. You see he's going to go all the way flank. Hammy's a little lost. Kongman, here's the tire. Going to be able to take it out. Hammy got a little bit lost on the map. Kong jumping from the high ground. Going to be taking Edge out. And Gauntlet going to get frozen. But George is going to be able to finish it up there. George is going to get 2. Kongman goes down. But Hammy is the only person left. And that's going to actually be a team kill. Blue team is going to be winning it here. Good job to the blue team. Very close game. Very close game so far. Very close game. Good job, everybody. Let's see the play of the game. From George. I wonder where he's going to be. He had a couple moments he could have won this here. Right at the end here, actually. He's going to be pulling out his ult. Going to be doing a bunch of damage for the dash. Going to be assist with all of Kongman's kills. Going to get a triple kill on that. Quadruple kill. Full quadruple kill. Doing a great job there. Kingfish with a lot of healing. George with a lot of damage. Hammy with a lot of damage as well. Frosty with 5.5 minutes of objective time. Look at that stat right there. GGG.
Thumbs up to that.
All right. We're going to be jumping into the next match in just a moment here. We're going to be interviewing a couple players. If there is anybody that you'd like us to interview, feel free to let us know. Hammy, Edge, Ricky, Frosty, Gauntlet, Nano, Kingfish, Corrupted, George, and Kongman. We're going to be moving some people around. So we're going to be changing maps. We're going to be playing a control point map now. We're going to be doing Lijiang Tower. I'm going to be mixing up the teams. Let us know who you would like us to interview first. I'm just trying to make these teams as even as possible. Make sure to tell me in the chat who you'd like to see. Those will be the teams. I'm going to go ahead and pull over Nano. He's come off a pretty good win so far. Pretty good job there for this game. I'm going to talk to Nano to see how he's doing in this game, as he was the winner of last season. Nano, you're here for an interview.
Hello.
Hello. So, as the winner of last season, congratulations for that, by the way, of course.
Why, thank you.
And you had one of the biggest things for you, I feel, as a strong player in Dojo, is your hero pool. What would you say is a hero that you can't play? Because it doesn't seem to be a lot of them. You played 3 today, but what hero would you say?
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker. What would you say is probably your best hero out of your pool, though? Or at least most consistent?
I don't know.
No, like that's why I was actually kind of be surprised if you had an answer for there, because you have a lot of heroes you can play. But
oh man, it's definitely Mercy.
Definitely Mercy. All right,
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might get that joking reference there. But Nano, after this first game, how do you feel like the players are going to differ from last season?
I don't know.
You don't know. You're not quite sure. But is there anybody that felt like it was a real problem for you last game that you feel like you might have to deal with?
Frosty trying to counter me.
Frosty has been trying to May a lot, actually.
I'm the better May. That's what it is.
All right, you hear some smack talk, Frosty. Well, I wonder what he'll have to say about that in the future. Or you're going against him again one more time. We'll probably have you play on the same team, hopefully. But, we're trying to randomize the teams and make them as best game as possible. You said Payload was always one of your favorite maps. What do you think? What are your opinions on Lijiang Tower?
Night Market is the best map in the game, or the best area.
Why do you like that one so much?
Big open square, it's easy to
big open square.
Fools.
All right. For this map, not if you don't want to give away anything, you don't have to. But is there any heroes you tend to favor on Lijiang Tower?
Genji. Genji's a good one.
All right. Well, we got a lot of DPS mains. Hopefully, you'll have a lot of fun. Hopefully, you'll have a good game. Good job so far, Nano. Thanks for talking with me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we're going to interview one more person unless I see someone requested. Nope. All right. We're going to be jumping in, and we're going to be pulling out. We're going to pull in. Let's pull in Frosty. All right, Frosty. You're here for an interview.
Hey. Yay, interview.
All right. For first time in Dojo, how do you feel it went so far?
It went really well. It was a lot of fun.
A very close game, actually, for this last one.
Yes, it was.
All right. How do you feel the May picks actually kind of are differently affected the game in a 5v5?
Yeah, I think at one point I pushed the payload quite a bit on my own because people were scared to push me even by myself as the May.
Yeah, like that's one thing that's different to 5v5. It's a very different game. It almost feels more casual, slower, like a quick play. But at the same time, that makes it really easy to be scattered, staggered and stuff like that all over the place.
We lost a couple team fights because we had gotten scattered at a couple points there.
Also, I just wanted to let you know about some smack talk that's been laying down. Nano says his May is better than yours. He says you're trying to counter May me. No chance. His is better. That's essentially what he's saying. Anything you want to say in response?
That's why I went May from the beginning. He went May to counter me. He's the original May.
Mm-hmm. He's the original May. All right. Let's see. All right. One thing. So, for a new player of Dojo, how do you feel Dojo, even though it's a 5v5 today, it won't always be that. How do you feel Dojo differs from normal comp?
From normal comp, for one, there's a lot more callouts, and I feel like people are taking it quite a bit more seriously than most people take comp.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say also we get to try some new things that normally you can't.
Yeah, it's a little bit more welcoming for learning and being pushed out of your comfort zone, which is great. Is there any player that you felt in the first game so far that you really gelled with or like were able to play with good coordination?
I want to say pretty much all of us, we gelled together really well. Our comms were pretty good.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. All right. For who you think might be a problem in this next match?
Definitely either Nano or Hammy.
Nano or Hammy.
Yeah, I'm scared of Hammy's, I can't think of it, Junkrat, and then Nano just generally, he was always there in the team fights causing a problem.
Yep. Nano was the winner of Dojo last season, so even though he hasn't played Overwatch in like a month and a half, there's still something to be reckoned with there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Best of luck, Frosty. Thanks for talking with me.
All
right. Get going on our next game. All right, Frosty and Nano, two awesome people, awesome active members in the Discord. We're going to get going right now. It looks like they got some people trying to pull out Soul, all those things like that, trying to get team stuff. But we're going to get started with Game 2, Lijiang Tower. What are our bets here? Can I see some Team Red or Team Blue? What do you think is going to win? Come on, let me see him. Let me see him. Gotta get some water. Gotta keep yourself hydrated while playing and commentating. Make sure you always keep yourself hydrated. Also wanted to remind everybody, this is our last day on YouTube, and my YouTube chat is currently broken. I'll fix it later. But go ahead and join us on Twitch. Join in the conversation. Vote for your teams. Team Hanzo, Team Lucio, Team Red, Team Blue. Did I say Hanzo? I'm going to say Genji if I said Hanzo. Team Hanzo was last season. But this point, starting off with, I don't even remember the name of this one. Somebody want to help me in chat? What is the name of this specific map? If you do, I'll give you 100 stream points, which are stream points you can use to redeem different things, challenges, art, and things like that. We'll be using it to better the experience of DOJO, like able to vote to have specific borders for specific teams. We'll have more things in the future, but if there's anything you'd like to suggest about DOJO, or things that we could do better, or different things that we haven't thought of, feel free to let us know. We have the whole suggestions page in our Discord, which you should totally join if you're not already part of. It's a great, friendly community full of a lot of different people that love to play Overwatch and various other games. All right, everybody. Hammy is going to be jumping on to Junkrat. No surprise there. George is going to be playing the McCree. Hold on. I got to... Brain, come on. We're not done yet. Gauntlet is a little bit AFK. There he goes. Kingfish is in the background. Going to be playing tank this time. He played support all last round. Nano's going to be playing on Lucio. He can play Lucio pretty well. As he said, like most of his heroes, he can play. George is going to get the first pick on George. Edge is going to be trying to do some work. Hammy's going to get pick on Frosty. As he said, Hammy is a force to be reckoned with according to Frosty. That's a great pick on Nano. Great flick up in the air. Edge is going to be having a lot of presence on this point. Control point Widows can be very much a problem. Ricky's trying to do some damage, trying to keep his team off, trying to cap the point. Kongman on the Winston this time. As we thought he might pull out. Kingfish trying to push in, contested a little bit longer. Possibly allow his team to regroup. Gauntlet and Hammy each getting a pick on their own there. Going to be possibly able to flip this around. Frosty's going to get a pick on Gauntlet, though. That might be the turn of the tide. Frosty goes down again to Hammy. Hammy got a double. Ricky and Frosty go down. Edge is going to be switching out to Genji, possibly trying to deal with the Junkrat a little bit better. Hammy and George. Hammy mainly pulling that point around. He now has his ult. Frosty, as he said, is very afraid to play against Hammy's Junkrat, as it is a force to be reckoned with here. Frosty barely getting out of that flashbang. George trying to do some work there. Frosty's at 53% of his ult. Kong did get a lot of charge here. He's almost has his ult already. He could possibly think about using it. Let's see where his team's pushed in. He's going to probably be popping the ult here. And he does. He's going to be pushing them all back. Red team's going to be able to get presence on the point now. Fish is going to have to deal with them. He's going to try to deal with Gauntlet. And he does manage to jump on Gauntlet's head. Corrupted charging up some shots back on the Zenyatta here for his team. 2 healers this time instead of 1. And then like a half support tank like they've done before. They know Frosty likes to play the Mei. And they know it can be worked effectively as they were able to get the point back by kind of zoning out. Good ult from Kongman. Edge is going to get a pick on George as he's trying to get back on the point. Hammy and George both have their ult. Nano almost has his. Nano's going to be wall riding, possibly accidentally falling off the map. It may have happened, but it might not be that big of a fail at this point, as he might be able to get back. Corrupted is going to get a pick on George. They just all need to kind of regroup. Nano is trying to actually wall ride around here. It can be a little bit tricky right now. Nano's going to fall again. Nano, no. Nano, no. However, he was just causing a distraction while he's waiting for the rest of his team to get some ults. Don't worry, Nano. We were not spectating you during that point, okay? Don't worry. No, nobody clipped that for Nano. Frosty does have his ult here. Both teams are pretty much going to have all their ults except for George, who did use his. Kong is a little bit low. Ricky's going to probably get hers in just a moment. Blue team having a little bit of trouble. Corrupted is going to be ulting here to keep his team up. Hammy's going to be ulting. At the moment, going to be trying to find a pick. He is down at the moment. I don't think the tire managed to get off. Hammy actually isn't down. Tire is just glitched out. Edge is going to be getting off. And going to be popping off. Excuse me. So, we'll have to see. I'm not sure what happened there. A little bit of smack talk from Edge to George. Hammy does have his ult. Just be waiting to spawn. Red team able to keep the point at the moment. Corrupted trying to do some damage. Spam through this choke. George is on the Reaper now. He did a lot of work there before. Edge is doing a lot of work on this Genji at the moment. Able to pop in, get a lot of damage, kind of staggering the team before they get to the point. Nano is on the point. Frosty's going to be blocking that at the last moment. Blue team is desperately trying to get on the point. Frosty's going to throw his ult down, and that's going to be the first round won. Red team able to come out very strong on this second match. First point. Hopefully everybody's having a fun time in the chat. Hopefully people are enjoying this type of content. We're going to be doing this for a number of weeks, or at least probably 15 more after this. Be ending a little bit, around the time, end of August, beginning of August, somewhere around there. Possibly have some guest commentators. If there's anybody that you'd like to see commentate some of these matches, feel free to let us know. They have to be someone that I can see media-wise on YouTube. I can always go ahead and contact these people. Love to do so. Looks like we're going to be switching things up. Edge is going to be jumping back on the Widow to start. Hammy is on Pharah. George on the Tracer. Gauntlet is going to be starting on Brigitte. Nano on support. Kingfish is going to be jumping into Hog this time instead. Hammy's first thing he's going to do, try to go for that bridge, try to knock people out of the way. Hammy's going to have to go against Edge, who's going to be very strong on that Widowmaker. Gonna get charged in. Edge looking for some shots on Kingfish. Frosty's going to take out Gauntlet, but Hammy's going to take out Frosty. Red team is looking a little squishy at this moment. We're going to be looking for the pick on the Junkrat. Ricky's going to do a great job of zoning out Nano and getting two good mines on there. Frosty's going to be trying to get back to the point, roll out pretty quick, able to get there and help his team. Hammy's going to go down, slept, and then taken out by Ricky. We booped off the point. Red team might be able to get a 2-0 win here. Have to see. Frosty does a good job with his team. Edge was popping off really a lot last round. George sticking around, trying to get some of the supports, contesting the point still. See them really low. They're able to get some heals back with the help of Brigitte. Brigitte get some heals back, and Lucio, Frosty's existence on the point is helping out the team. Able to get around. Corrupted does go down to George, but Edge takes out George. Ricky takes out Nano. Very much focusing Nano to Ascent. Nobody clipped that for Nano. Hammy's going to go down to Kongman. Blue team is going to have to get regrouped, hopefully see if they can get back before Ricky fully gets to the point. George is now on Genji now, trying to deal with Edge. They have played against each other, so he knows what Edge is going to be trying to look for. He's going to be playing very aggressive here. Edge is going to be trying to push forward, deal with the enemy team. He calls for healing at full health. What happens? Hammy's going to be trying to push into port. Lands up a little bit too high. George is going to get the pick on Frosty. Hammy's going to be trying to push in, deal with this Winston here, trying to be pushing back to his team. Ruff is going to get pick on George. Gauntlet's going to take out Ricky. Ricky's going to take out Gauntlet. In the process, though, Frosty with a nice rollout, get back to point, help his team, try to keep Red team, try to keep him up. Blue team has a lot of pressure on the point. Edge takes out Hammy. George trying to get back to the point as well. Edge is on the point by himself for the most part. Now he has the help of Frosty, boops off Kingfish, and the red team is going to probably hold this here. Nano trying to exist on Lucio. Unable to do so. Edge doing a very strong time, doing out Gauntlet, pushing in with the Winston. Very good dive there. Gauntlet getting another kill here, and then he's going to go down to Corrupted. Frosty taking out George. Red team are able to kind of pretty much counter every pick that the blue team is getting by getting a pick of their own. Frosty doing a great job on Lucio here, sitting with his ult. Nano almost has his. Having a hard time. Nano's having a bit of a harder time getting in there and doing damage for his team and getting healing up. Nano's going to be able to get back to safety pretty quickly. George looking to capture the point. Trying to deal with the Ana. The heals and the zoning out of the Winston is just giving him a very hard time. Kongman doing a very strong job on the Winston. Going to be trying to knock some people off the map. Try to get Gauntlet pushed away. Hammy's going to be coming in with ult here. Going to get Frosty off the point finally. Unable to... And Frosty used his ult here. Corrupted getting kind of low. Blue team manages to flip the point here. Hammy gets the pick on Kongman, trying to deal with Corrupted, and that's going to be another pick for Hammy. Hammy popping off for this point. They're trying to deal with Edge, who's on the Pharah. They know they have Ricky only just coming out of trying to deal with the Pharah. Hammy going to go down to Edge, unable to really deal with it. Nano's going to catch the wall. Pharah. Blue team still has the point at the moment, as Kingfish was able to hook Edge as it went in for the kill on Hammy. Hammy's going to be pulling onto the Soldier at the moment, knowing he has to deal with that Pharah. Hammy can also play a pretty darn good hit scan now, as he knows he's had to deal with that because they would get countered on the Junkrat pick. George is going to be ulting here, unable to do a whole lot. Might be able to get one. Hammy's going to get Frosty though, and he's able to get two on the last couple swings. Going to get zoned out for a moment. He's also going to finish off Edge, who is flying around in the air. Good job on him here. Hammy's going to finish off Kongman. Blue team able to start pull it back here. They have some presence on the point now. They have what they need to play. Edge is going to be swapping off that Pharah as he knows Hammy was able to do a lot of work on it. Edge is going to have to try to be flanking there. Corrupt is going to be trying to push up with Edge, trying to keep him heals. They do have the nano boost. The only ult that's really close right now is Ricky's ult. Might be able to use that if they can use that effectively. Hammy getting a great spray there, taking out Corrupted. Charge coming in is going to pick off Hammy. Goes all the way through the point. Kongman, yellow charge. It worked because you only live once, and Hammy is going to be going down there. However, Ricky is going to get a bunch of picks here. Red team might be able to flip this back pretty quickly. Hammy and the rest of the team is going to have to push back to the point very quick if they want to have a chance of winning this. Corrupted is getting back to the point himself, trying to throw that over the wall, trying to heal up his team. Frosty is on the point contesting, and however, Nano is on Moira at the moment, going to taking out George. Frosty doing a lot of work there. However, might have just saved Kingfish's life at the moment. Kingfish is anted at the moment, has his hook up. Gonna get slapped and CC'd out of nowhere. Gonna be ulting here, Frost to keep his team up. Allows Corrupted to heal the rest of his team. Kingfish surviving for a few moments on very low health. Blue team might lose this. George is on the point. He's contesting as much as he can, doing a lot of damage as the team starts to shoot into him, but gonna burst him down. Ricky doing a great job on the hit scan there. Gonna be trying to sleep. Nano, who's on the point, and that's going to be game. Second game is going to go to the blue team. Very close game for both rounds. The red team was just able to pull it out in the end on both sides. George is going to get to play the game for a good ult there that almost amounted to nothing, but he managed to pull it out of back as the Ana, and he got booped around a little bit there. And a great dash up in the air. Finished him off with the right click. Nano doing a lot of healing there. Hopefully teams are still having a little bit of fun here. We're going to get a couple more interviews in here. If there's anybody you'd like to see after this game that isn't Frosty or Nano, feel free to let us know. We might just go ahead and interview George and Edge as they kind of have that rivalry going out throughout the whole thing. Edge will pop off for a little bit. George will pop off for a little bit. We'll have to see how that plays out. Let's do that. We're going to pull in George first. Hey, George.
Yeah, what's up?
We're going to be interviewing you for after this game. How do you feel Dojo's gone so far for you?
It's been going great, actually.
Good to see you back this year. Seem to play a lot of the same heroes, playing a lot of Genji, a lot of Tracer, a lot of DPS roles in general. But I wanted to, first question is you and Edge, I know have played against each other a lot. You've probably 1v1'd at different points. You seem to definitely know how the other plays. What is that? Is that definitely something that happens? A little bit of rivalry there?
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, because I've seen there's a couple times you're always getting very close on a lot of those deflects. Do you think he's thinking the same thing as well?
Yeah, of course, dude.
All right.
Like, we both have the same mindset.
Do you like playing against Edge though? Is that you find it as a competitive challenge?
Yeah, that's honestly why I'm the reason here.
Awesome, good to hear. Who has been the biggest problem for you going up against these last couple matches though?
I would say either it has to be Frosty or Edge.
Frosty or Edge. Yep, two very strong players in this grouping. What do you think about going into our final map, which is going to be a 2CP? Okay. Is that a preferred map game mode, or do you prefer other maps and other types like Control Point?
I mean, I'm good with. I like every map.
Okay.
Every map is good for me. But thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, we're gonna pull out and we're gonna talk to someone else. Thanks for talking. Good luck in your next matches.
All right, see ya.
All right.
Oh, hello.
All right, Edge. How's it going?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good job on the Widow and a couple other DPS heroes today. Just talking to George, as you two definitely seem to have a little bit of a friendly competitive rivalry. Is that something you definitely expect as when you play games with him and against him?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Good to hear. But how often do you guys actually 1v1 or play against each other outside of Dojo?
I mean, we play a lot because like we're talking to each other every day. I mean, I've known George for like 3 or 4 years now, and like I've been playing with him like ever since old times, bro. We've been
Nice.
1v1ing. We used to start playing Minecraft, 1v1 on there. Sounds funny, but you
No,
know.
no, I get that too. I have a background from starting in Minecraft, playing with a lot of people. But it's great to see that you have that friendly rivalry, a little bit of smack talk, things like that.
Yeah.
What do you look for when he's trying to contest your Widow and things like that when he's playing Genji and Tracer? What are you trying to look to counter against him?
So I expect him. I see a lot that he stands stills and deflects. One of the mistakes that I made in the first game was actually like shooting at his deflect, and
Yeah,
I
he got you
realized,
that
like,
one
was
time, I think. I think he
Yeah.
body shot you on one of his other deflect, but I think that was it. So
Yeah. So like when I see him, I just like wait until his deflect is done, and I tell my team, I'm like, yo, watch out, Genji, no deflect, and
That's
then
good.
our
Good
team starts
communication.
coming after. So it's like good comms to like make that
nice.
happen.
How do you feel comms have been in general these past couple games?
Pretty good. We've been talking a lot, and like
hear.
it's like it's just really good in general. Like we can like communicate and get picks like we're supposed to.
Awesome. Right now we're playing a man down as Nano has had a ton of ping. But who do you think you've worked well with so far in these past couple games? Who have you really gelled with?
Probably Corrupt for this second game, because Corrupt is like my bad.
It happens.
He's like he keeps the standard down for like when to heal, when to not, and he's really good at aiming and DPSing and support in general. He's pretty good flex, so
Nice.
that's
Good to
one of
hear.
my mains.
All right, awesome. Thanks for talking with me. Good luck in your next match. We're going to be finding out who's going to be jumping in for this next spot. I might have to play, which I don't mind. It will be a little bit of a different content because that is stated in the rules. But thank you, Edge. Good luck in your next games. Great job playing today so far.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to be figuring out what we need to do here. We're going to see if anybody is or can get on. We'll have to see. Don't worry about that, Frosty. I can jump in if needed. That's stated in rules. All right. Okay, Nano unfortunately has to drop out. He has been lagging a bunch. Hopefully we're excited for this next match. We'll be back in just a second, though. We're going to see what's up with teams. All right, everybody. It looks like I'm going to be playing in this final game for this event right now. We're going to be jumping back into Overwatch. We're going to have one final game. We'll have to see. All right, let's get things going. I'm going to be jumping into comms. There, you're going to be see a little bit of a different type of gameplay here. I am on team 1 at the moment.
Purple. Why you?
And I'm getting him in game.
Why do I do what? Make the teams even and mix them up?
This is not balanced.
Why?
Wait, what's not balanced? Wait, what?
George, swap. You're with the edge.
Like I have not played a team at all this tournament.
Oh.
Hi, Purple.
Hey, I'm going to be filling in for Nano as he had to drop out. He's had really bad ping issues and internet a lot lately. Storms have been going around the area. At least a lot of us have been in. So.
I'm surprised I'm not having internet problems because I have a snowstorm that's coming in.
Mm-hmm. Going to get a little frosty where you are.
Oh yeah, it's going to get a little frosty.
All right, is everybody...
Now in the middle of April.
Yeah.
Purple, let's do this.
Are you ready to
Can't
go? I think we're missing someone in comms on their side, though.
Kong. Hammy's here.
Hammy's on our team. We're good. All right. We're just gonna make sure. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. All right. Final map, boys. I'm gonna let you guys decide what you want to do. I'm gonna make call-outs and stuff, of course.
Okay.
But
well, I'm gonna be playing Zen, especially with you on a tank.
I don't play tank. I only play Symmetra.
Oh, obviously.
Okay, go on.
Hey, Kong's a good Symmetra, though, to be honest.
He is. Don't get me wrong.
No, okay. What do we want to do, though?
I made one trick. Leave me alone.
I mean, if you want to play Widow, I'm good with that, too. I can play tank if you want to go, like, 2 healers, 1 tank. I don't know. Gauntlet was doing good on DPS, too.
Oh, remember, hey, Purple, what do you think of that George's Genji clutch?
That was great. What do you think will work best here, Gauntlet? I've seen you play both, like, pretty much everything today.
I guess I can do Ryan.
Okay. I'll get on second support here. We go Moira.
Science will reveal the truth.
You sure you don't want to do Ana? You want to swap?
Nah,
I'm gonna swap to Ana?
Nah.
Okay.
We have a
I missed time I jumped. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm gonna go
it happens. At least it wasn't during the game.
Yeah, no, that's why
I'm
I
going
did
Ana
it.
because...
No. We have a
I'm going
defensive,
Ana
but we have a
because
defensive ult though with.
No, I have to because of the Genji.
Well, I can counter Genji. Moira counters Genji.
Well then,
and so does
can you at
Frosty.
least go? Can you at least
Mario
go Lucio so we
can
still have the
counter Genji as
defensive
well.
ult? Because the defensive ult is great for going against
The
the
defensive
Genji.
ult is almost stronger than a Genji than actually like because I can just suck them off.
Yeah, Gauntlet, are we holding up there?
Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm just.
Okay.
I was not paying attention.
Oh.
Moira or
Third,
whatever,
dive.
top right.
Yeah, they have a Symmetra as well. They have tax
I'm
Symmetra here.
already low.
I'm restoring.
Okay, I'm hiding for if somebody comes
Right
in.
side, right side. George, right side. George, right side. He's low. He's low.
Should have to
Nice.
go down 3,
Nice
2,
one.
1.
Oh yeah. Everybody back to right. Put right. Watch the hog.
Actually,
Watch the hog. Watch the
has
hog.
Purple. Mercy Purple. They have Sim.
Hey, there's a teleport in the left rim. Left rim.
Sombra backed off.
Mercy low. Mercy low.
Should have.
Unlucky.
Down in 3, 2, 1.
In Sombra.
Got heals on him.
What?
Unlucky. Yeah, he's gonna do that a lot. He's gonna like stand still, try to give you an easy shot.
Okay. Oh, my wall is switched on.
I got taken out by George.
Hogs
Nice
half.
pick. Nice pick. Nice
Hogs
pick.
one.
Nice. Get back to the point as quick as you can. Yeah, I'm at 91 on ult at the moment.
I'm at 95.
Somebody top left?
I'm not sure. Maybe George. Maybe Kong or Ed trying to.
George.
Yeah, Symmetra behind.
Can you
Symmetra.
watch out?
She's gonna put TP down. Yup.
Yep.
That's a plan.
Push you down. Come to me to heals. Come to heal. There we go. Okay. We should be good. We're all set. Regroup.
Yeah, they got.
Alright, I'm gonna let
Edge's on
myself.
Widow
sniper.
top left.
Edge's
Widow
on
top left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just play her close to the shield or around the window. Espelon is now following. Thank you.
She's
Hey,
going down in
go-
3,
Colin, you wanna push?
2, 1. No, she's going down.
Just wait. We'll see if we can get a pull with the May. See if we can get Hog in here.
Genji up top.
Okay.
Nice, nice, nice.
Go.
Freezing hog, freezing hog.
Nice gauntlet. Hog's on the left. Come back. There we go. There we
Water
go.
for Widow.
Yeah, don't want to get any free pick. Nice. Good, good, good.
It's a shame that you can't be on spectator, honestly. And it's gonna mess up the balance.
Kong Man's on Widow now. Yeah, Kong's Widow. Careful, careful.
Shield's going down in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Someone pushes in. We'll get that wall. Get that
I need
wall.
healing.
I got you. Got you. Pushed in. Pushed in.
Come on.
That's just unfortunate, honestly.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Genji low, Genji low, Genji low.
Oh no, he got me. He's gonna die. They're all freezing. They're all frozen. All frozen. I think Frosty might be the only person there though.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlucky.
no, they got
Unlucky.
me.
I didn't get my ult off in time.
Just continue that commentator voice anyway, honestly.
I
There's
mean,
no point
that would
testing, right?
distract you guys.
Even going.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
All right, let's go high ground. Let's start high ground. We can just jump the point. You're corrupted, corrupted. Come back. You're gonna die.
They're all purple.
Yeah, but
Bunch of them are purple.
nobody's over there though.
They're going top. Okay.
Genji top left here.
Honestly, I was more waiting for Genji.
Wall off Ryan.
On point.
Guys,
On point.
Genji,
On point.
Genji on me.
McCree on point. McCree on point.
Genji on me, behind you, behind.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frosty.
Gotcha.
All right, we're split off from you guys. We're split off from you guys. Only one healer. Nice, nice, nice.
Nice one.
Great stuff there.
Good job, guys.
All right, let's try to get back that high grounded position.
Purple. Never mind. Thank you.
Got to sleep on Ryan.
Just that wastes a bunch of time for us. I like it. Careful, corrupted. Careful. We have a lot of stuff that can pick you off pretty quickly. He's low. He's low. He's low.
Okay.
He's dashed safely. He got to safety. Junkrat below. Junkrat below. Kong around behind. Kong around behind. He's behind high ground. Behind high ground.
I tried. I'm sorry.
How did that?
Kill Ryan and then get on point.
Yep, yep, yep.
Come on, purple.
Oh,
You can
shit.
do this.
Hold on. There's a high noon. I can't go to point.
That's fine. You go.
I got him. I got him. They had to get a tick. I had to give him a tick though. There's a McCree high ground at the moment. Nice. We had to get him a tick. Otherwise, I would have died.
Oh, I missed time that wall.
Right, Genji coming in.
Yeah,
He might have ult. He might have ult. Never mind.
Nah, he's not gonna ult there.
Why did Kong say GG?
I don't know. They might be getting a little toxic over there. Who knows?
Rip.
We'll have to see.
Oh, that's a shame, honestly.
Yeah, just have fun
It's
with
a shame
it.
that Nano
Play
left.
best. Yeah. Fortunately, Nano. Spamming in right door towards middle of point. Careful.
Honestly, it was way more fair because now we have two.
Oh, I got sniped by Edge. Right side. Right side.
You got
That
snipped,
was a great shot, actually.
snipped in the head.
Junkrat top left.
Yep, okay. They're gonna make a push. They're gonna make a push. They're gonna cap right here. If you don't do anything.
Once I get on point, I'll vault.
Oh damn.
We can
This
stop.
guy is trapped.
I'm close.
I have ult
to
coming back to
dying.
point, but we don't have anybody on at the moment. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, unlucky.
It was a tech.
I think we had gotten too split up there.
Yeah.
I don't think Kong
It was that
would
one
do
pick
like
off
that.
the start.
Switching sides.
Maybe Kong was saying
Kong did
GG. He said GG to
was
say that they
confused
were
though.
about to win off that push.
Select your hero.
Do we want to go like a hard dive for if they have Widow? Okay, because I could play Diva, and then we could just have like a DPS that can dive. And then like honestly, Frosty, if you wanted to go Lucio, that could work too.
Oh.
That's up to you
Wanna
though.
go
That's up to
Lucio?
you guys. Like I don't want to. I'm not gonna say do something or don't do something. But I'm fine playing whatever. Let's find what works though the best for us.
Yeah, I can go Lucio.
Go Widow. See if I can get one pick.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right.
This will work.
Man, oh man, I hope Yeez isn't watching.
He may be watching. You don't know.
Oh no. Not the trash player.
Or Corrupted, if you wanted to go Zen, I could go Diva.
Can you go Diva right now? I'm just going for Widow, just for
Okay.
one sec. I'm probably gonna go Ana instead, honestly, at this point.
Alright, gotcha.
Because
Oh, so I'm gonna be solo DPS.
Edge is 100%
No, that's fine.
prepared to kill my Zen, by the way.
Yeah. We just have to get up in their face.
I played with Edge before. Before we were playing, we were doing 1v1s
No
because
ditch.
both of us were bored. Too excited to... Like, we were too jealous to actually watch, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You shouldn't watch while you're playing, because that's stream sniping.
Dive left window.
Yeah, no.
Okay, in 3.
No, like,
two,
we were when tier 2 games
They have a
were
Torb
going,
on
me
point
and
at the
him were
moment.
playing together.
They have a May?
Yeah, I'm gonna get frozen.
I think I'm gonna get frozen now. I'm gonna get charged out of suit. Yeah.
Mercy low.
That was just me.
He's distracted on me.
I'm down.
Okay.
If you want to group real fast, their Mercy's still down, so...
If you want me to switch back to Junkrat.
Yeah, you could probably dive with Junkrat pretty easily.
I got the Rhine.
Okay.
Nice. That's 2 picks. Let's try and group.
The Rhine's down, so I'm gonna be able to get back to point before he will. So just
They're
stay outside of choke. We're almost back.
Today,
I'm gonna dive in 3.
they're baiting everything
I
out.
can speed boost.
Georgia's out.
Go in.
They have Torbjorn, you're kidding.
Let's go get the Torbjorn. Just go for it. Right now.
Mercy low on me.
Get Kong.
Genji low on right, I think.
He's off the point at the moment.
Oh crap, guys, on me! Protect me.
You gotta call it beforehand that he's pushing you. I'm sorry, we went to go get the other one.
Rhine's standing in the corner.
We're setting up again. Triple Hammy, I don't have a lot of armor back. We should back out, Hammy. We should back out. Here, go. I'm down. Suit. I'm just gonna. Yeah. All right. We want to switch. We want to make swaps. What do we want to do?
We probably want to do Moira instead of Zen because Zen's just getting left behind and dying and we can't peel.
Yeah.
Maybe Soldier instead of Junk.
Okay. I could play Ryan or something as well if needed.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
That was a good play by Kong, yeah.
Ryan low.
I don't.
Let's get back. There's no reason to be up there. We can't win that fight. We have time. Good pick though. Great pick.
Alright, come on.
There's a health pack over here if you need a gauntlet.
Okay, I have Sun Barrier. We can push in with that.
Yep. We gotta go find the turret though. More than anything.
It's back left.
Oh, okay, Torb got me.
Kong might have ult. We need to pick him off. I just won. Turret's ulting at the moment. I'm down. Alright, let's group up. Edge is down. Picked Edge. We got 43 seconds. I'm down. Oh, you missed the charge.
Hey, why aren't we running Wait, why are we running Lucio? Lucio's not really working at all. There's no point in having a Lucio.
Why?
This is not gonna do enough healing. They're doing way too much DPS.
And we shouldn't have a Zen either. We gotta think of what works both. Alright, I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna throw my Diva Bomb and let's go. See if we can touch the point. Let's go.
He's anti? He's half? He's 1.
Oof.
Unlucky.
Okay. So unfortunately, I wasn't aware of the times. I have to peace out now. I'm sorry, guys.
That was the last game, so perfect timing.
Well,
So, well,
Hey, I
thanks
got
for playing tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
See you next time. All right, guys. A little bit of a rough. That's all right. It happens. I'm gonna drop out. I'm gonna be so people. It's not as fun. I prefer not to play in these all out of nowhere. I apparently closed out of things. All right. Thank you for closing all of my tabs. Okay. Thank you. Freaking. I have to re-sign into Twitch and YouTube. Thank you. Because I clicked one button, they all closed. Unfortunate. Let me reopen these. Alrighty. Gonna be pulling some things back up. Dojo is going to be ending pretty soon. For the evening, as we've done our 3 games so far. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. A lot of fun. I had a lot of fun commentating and doing all these different things. Hopefully people playing had a good time. It seems like the second group had a little competitive and a little bit rough. We'll have to figure out some of the things that have gone on throughout the games. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to be pulling back some things, and we're going to be having a short intermission, talking to some of the players.